Sonic is very dead these days. Sonic, like Gearbox, is now dead, but for how long? Wait, what has Gearbox been doing? Is the last thing Gearbox put? No, the last thing Gearbox put out was a Borderlands game. It was not the Duke Nukem game. Gearbox games. Just out of curiosity, what have they released recently? Because you say that, and it occurs to me, I'm here thinking like, no wait, what have they released? Colonial Marines! Hey, there's a game. That's not recently, though. List of games developed. What have they developed recently? Tiny Tina's Wonderland. New Tales from Borderlands, yeah. Borderlands 3, yeah. Penn and Teller VR. F-U-U-U-U-U-N-U. Okay. And then we get to Duke Nukem. So not a ton since Duke Nukem 3D. Gearbox is now up for sale? Oh shit, really? I did not know that. I didn't know Gearbox was looking to merge or be absorbed by someone else. Yes, this is an official Sonic game. This is real. This was published by SEGA. Gearbox tried to clean up the mess that was Duke Nukem Forever, and yes, big job. Duke Nukem Forever kind of blew, but the DLC for Duke Nukem Forever, The Spy Who Cloned Me, was fucking mint. I didn't even know it had a DLC. That shows what people have been talking about for that game. I guess almost, 7 years ago now. Okay, well, let's get started. Let's go into this is a real game, The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. DLC was fantastic. I've not seen it for sale. Maybe I need to put a watch out for Game of the Year. Not Game of the Year version. I don't know why I thought it was Game of the Year version. Just a complete version. It can't be called Game of the Year version. Then again, it's Gearbox. They call all their compilations Game of the Year version. Phew, made it on the train 15 minutes ahead of schedule. I thought this was voiced. So far so good for my first day on the job. I totally forgot my name tag isn't ready. I should make one. I'll just say my name right here. Hello, my name is... I guess we are this thing now. Alright, should I spell that right? Yeah, sure. Yeah. No passengers can read my scribble. Our game of this year. The game we worked on this year. Yeah, that tracks. Oh no, uh-oh, I'm nervous? Is this the first day on the job jitters? Working the train's dining car can't be so bad. Come on, Crud, shake it off. Slap. Conductor. Crudge, did I just see yourself hitting yourself? Mr. Conductor, sir, you just their name is just Mr. Conductor? How are you doing this morning? Oh, quite alright myself, though feeling a little bittersweet. Wait, if I start doing voices now, I'm gonna have to do voices for, like, the known cast of Sonic. Which is a bad idea because I can't remember the last time I listened to them speak. People were probably thinking of a more modern Sonic cartoon, and I'm thinking of there was a 90s cartoon for Sonic that was not great. So we're just let's not do too many voices. And also, I'm in the way. We're gonna have to scoot on up here. Let me just come up here and touch the chat. Hi, chat. You'd almost touch my head. Fucking class system. This guy named Mr. Conductor was fucking cursed from birth to have this job. Oh shit, it's like Smith and I'm trying to think of other like hard labor jobs where the name is transferred over. Smith is the only one I can think of, but yes, same idea. He's Mr. Conductor. He's the conductor like his father before him and his father before him. Butcher? Well, yeah. Quite alright myself, though feeling a little bittersweet. Is it because you're a sweetie? What a weird fucking thing to say on their first day of the job. Trying to butter me up on the first day, are we? Alas, today's my last day as conductor. I'm retiring after 32 wonderful years. My son, Conductor Junior, shall be taking over. For me and the Mirage Express, it is time for me and the Mirage Express to say goodbye to one another. Did I do that? No. I mean, presumably Sonic will be dead fast, right? Millwright, there's a good one. Oh, congratulations on the retirement, sir. Thank you. Fuck it. Thank you. My wife is very excited about it. She already got our plane tickets to Spagona locked. Is that a place I should remember? Our shower's been on the fritz, so I'm excited to use the hotels. See why his wife's excited. Even though my quibbles, enough of my quibbles. Today is your first day working in the dining car. Here's the menu for today. Menu added to your inventory. Wait. Is this like a time management game as well? I can open the inventory anytime to view items I've received. I should look over my menu carefully. The menu! The Mirage Express dining menu features a chili dog, instant ramen, and a chicken cordon bleu. Okay. Cool story. Why do you look so nervous? All we have on the train is a microwave. Microwave chicken cordon bleu? What is this, Hardee's? Begonia, it's the land right next to Marina Ravili? Raville? Marina Raville? Cool. All this means nothing to me. My brain. I thought all the Sonic games took place in the same location. Though I'm sure a little quiz is in order. Which of these do we serve in the dining car? Ding ding ding, glad you can read the menu. Okay, Little about the vessel. This is a state-of-the-art, high-speed, smart train with all the latest gadgets. Why is it so wide? This train can really handle anything you throw at it. We have a lot of adventures together, me and this train. It's not easy to leave. For 32 years, I don't blame him for being wistful. The train is exclusively used for events, not a passenger train. I remember that from the interview. What's the event today? Is it we murder Sonic? A murder mystery part. Oh shit, it is! Nothing better than some thrills to end my tenure as conductor. Guests will be funneled here to the dining car as a home base, so as to speak. Marinaville. Ah, there you go. I'll be with you to gather tickets, but after that you'll be on your own. So I'll need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of, understood? Can't afford to lose this job, I'm poor. You sure can't. The severance pay is lousy. Wah! Doors to the Mirage Express are opening, all aboard. Yo, is the thick train for a stop at a city like this? It's gotta be covering like both tracks. See, Knuckles, Tails, and Pink here. Pink, what's her name? Oh, well, I'm about to be reminded in a moment. Fuck, why can't I remember her name? Her name. Oh, I got it. Oh, Tails said something, I skipped right over it. You're right, Tails. Can't get used to staying on a train like this. Amy, that's her name. What you'll expect, you know I always go all out for my birthday party. you're vaguely familiar. This train's as elegant as you are, Amy. Can't promise I won't take anything, though. Calm down there, Rogue. Rouge? It's Rouge. Did I not just catch you stealing from the train station gift shop? It was a pen, knucklehead. Who's gonna miss a teeny tiny pen? What cast of characters am I stuck with? Alright, sure. Yeah, don't hold yourself, Crud. You're sweating through your uniform. I mean, that's the most true thing that could be said about me at any given day. I'm almost sweat through this shirt and I just showered. This is the way of life. Hey pal, can I get one of those chili dogs? Righto friend? Of course, sir. Righto friend. Well, aren't you friendly? Why can't I be normal for 1 second? Sonic, wait until I announce everyone's roles to get food.
Brotherhood, y'all! Yeah!
Xeroxia! How are you doing this fine Monday? Hope you're having a good start of this week. I hope you got a good night's sleep. Undisturbed by cats. Doing alright? You had sleep, sorta. Well, at least you got some. Why the fuck does Sonic have a sailor hat? Isn't this a train? Listen, nobody said that any of these were smart characters. What? Also, I like the idea of you get to play the dead guy. Here's your chili dog. The corpse is busy eating, or is he bleeding from its mouth? It's hard to say with all the chili on the floor. Sorry about that, birthday girl. I'll be coming around to collect everyone's tickets. Please have them out and ready. I'm not doing voice acting for this whole thing. That's like 4 hours of voice acting. I can't. Not if I keep trying to think of different voices of characters that I've seen before. It's not. I can't. My brain can't do that. You'll join me, Crudge, won't you? Just click on whoever you'd like to talk with, and we'll collect their ticket. Hey, I got it. Sure. Who the fuck are you? Oh, hand. Yum yum, don't mind if I do. Crudge, those are for our guests, you know. Voice act it all. Voice act a whole visual novel. Train, be sure Crudge only gets one of those if they ask. If the train can do all this, why are we here? Why not just have the train collect tickets and slap people if it's got hands? Actually, train, the conductor wants me to have the whole plate. Good try, young buck. The train and I have worked together a long time. You'll have to work harder than that to get what you want. Drat, the stacks look really tasty to you. Here. Also, in less forced perspective, that is a wide train. Since they're all like standing not next to each or not in front of each other, yeah, this is just a super wide train. Even animals know not to trust the robot. What? Why would animals ever have a robot trust issue in this universe? It seems unlikely, right? Oh shit, we can pan? Wide. It's so wide. There's like this huge area to walk through and full-on tables on both sides. What's this? Welcome aboard the Mirage Express. Cool. Start from the back. Yo, sup, Shadow. Here. You got a ticket. Thank you, everything is in order. He seems concerned about something. Is there anything we can help you with? Do you sell gift bags here? No, sadly. I have a plastic grocery bag in the back I could get for you. That stare. Yeah, he didn't bring a gift bag for, putting his gift in. You offered him a plastic bag. Please tell me super racist Ugandan Knuckles is in this game. Oh, I wish that SEGA had that much gall, but no. I would highly doubt it. It's a double wide train. It has to be. Like, it has to be both tracks and more. Like, this is a keep back from platform because it will slice you. It'll go over the edge of the platform effectively. It almost feels right for Sonic to be wearing the captain's hat for a boat because it's wide enough. Retro shivering. Do you need me to fetch you a jacket? Oh no, I'm good. Sure. I've seen you before. Hello, my friend. Can I get you a ticket? Sure, yes, of course. As a gentleman of upstanding morals, I'd love to show you my ticket. Seems to be avoiding eye contact. Something amiss, sir. I seem to have misplaced my ticket. Would you speak up a bit? I couldn't quite hear. I misplaced my ticket. I don't know where it is. Not hiding his embarrassment very well. Don't worry, we'll take a look around for you and see if it turns up. That would be amazing. Thanks a million. Seems as though we should keep our eyes peeled for his ticket. So wait, dude, just like, I don't have a ticket. Also, I have a blood stain on my shirt, and you're just like, I believe you. You totally are supposed to be here. I don't know who you are. Why do you have a horn? What are you? We see your ticket. Espo. Of course. Excellent, thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay with us. I absolutely appreciate it. The calmness about him, something about his presence puts me at ease. Mr. T with the chains. You consider me calming? Looking right at me. Study ninjutsu. I believe one can communicate through the subconscious. Wow, ninjutsu. That sounds like a lot of difficult training. Did he read our mind? Can you cling to walls? Cling to walls. What kind of question is that? Oh, certainly can. Conductor looks a bit smug at the answer. Okay. Happy birthday, Amy. The weather! Huh. Oh, no, we got the same dialogue? We didn't get it? It's not a different dialogue? So wait, we can re-embarrass Buddy for not having his ticket? Nope. Oh, that was a different text. See? Find anything yet? No, we're still looking. Keep me posted, kid. Yo, Shadow. What else do you need? Can I take your order? Only 3 items on the menu? Sorry, sir, not everything is not everything to your liking. Just expected a bit more from a train so state-of-the-art. You don't even have drinks listed? Not wrong, but I'm still offended somehow. We offer water, coffee, and Chaos Cola. What is Chaos Cola made out of? Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. The entire point of why it's called subconscious means you do not communicate with it. Yes, correct. Not directly in any way. Will the chain jerk you off as a service? You probably have to go to the washroom for that one, and I'm sure one of the hands will descend. Is Chaos Cola like they toss the Chaos Emeralds into a vat of cola? Let it just soak in the energy? I'll have to take you up on the coffee soon. Just the beans and a spoon, though. The fuck? Can't get a read on this guy. Not a thing. Hedgehogs eat insects, not coffee beans. Yo, Knuckles, sup? Howdy, could I please get your ticket? I love that it's crushed. I think that's a ticket, but I really don't want to argue with this guy. It looks good, thank you. Seems the conductor doesn't want to argue either. Yo, you need anything else there, buddy? Should leave this dude alone. Can I take your order? Not interested. Either he's really not interested or he doesn't know how to read. Chicken cordon bleu does sound good, though. Well, that answers that. You. Take your order. I would order one of each, but I'm here for the party. I'll eat whenever everyone else does. What excellent principles. So I had a snack right here before. Oh. Sup? Hello you two, what can I do for you? Oh, that was her. Good morning, ma'am. Can we get your ticket? Oh my, how forward. Let me fetch that for you. Come back if you need anything else, you hear? Oh, she's so polite, easy to talk to as well. Ma'am, I saw you sneak that $20 bill out of my pocket. Gonna have to kindly ask for that back. Oh, this is yours? Must have slipped out. Here you go. Was the ticket down her cleavage? Maybe as part of the distraction to pick his pocket. I may not actually be the best at judging character. Sure. You look familiar too, but I don't know from what. I have your ticket, please. Thank you very much. On top of it, I see. A princess such as myself must always be punctual. Princess? Did she say princess? If you don't mind me asking, are you visiting from somewhere? A separate dimension, actually. The fuck? Damn, she's going for the 20s. Anything you can lockpick. Or lockpick. You can pickpocket. Lockpick and pickpocket. 2 skills in Bethesda games, and for some reason they're connected in my brain. Well done. A separate dimension, actually. Separate what? Just here for Amy's birthday, I'll hop back to my own dimension. I quite prefer the birthday cake from this world more than my own, so I admit I'm a little bit excited.
Glory to you.
Oh, you don't say. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay, princess. Should I bow? Do I bow before a princess? What are you doing? Please get up. Why can I not win with this group? Yeah, we're just doing random shit. Sam! Hey, Sam, how are you doing this lovely Monday? Hope you're having a good day. I hope you had a great stream. How are you doing? And welcome in, Raiders. Welcome, everyone. I mean, I do wonder what you were up to. The Guardian was shocked and didn't know what to say. This is a surprise help. Did that clip have audio? Could you hear the audio for that game clip? Because it wasn't showing up in my meter the way it's supposed to. But I could hear it. You could hear it? I don't know how OBS is capturing that audio then. It's probably fine. Go back down to the bottom of the screen again. I did. It doesn't like to save my position when we switch scenes. Gonna get right up close to your chat. Hi. Oh, hey, I guess we're talking to Sonic. Ticket, please. Seems legit. Oh, and we skipped whatever Sonic had to say. Wasn't important anyways. Thank you kindly. Hope to have someone as renowned as yourself aboard. Question mark. Don't worry about it. I just like helping. When Eggman took over, I truly feared the worst, but my kids swore you would swoop in eventually, and you did. I can't offer much other than my sincere gratitude. Don't sweat a thing. I'm glad you and your family are safe. Wait a second. Is he Sonic the Hedgehog? So Sonic really is just like a celebrity in his world? I guess that would make sense. I was gonna say though, it's not like, I guess in some games, in Sonic games, I guess anyone you encounter generally knows who you are. Mario games, half the people you encounter don't know who you are. New people you encounter. In Kirby games, nobody knows what the fuck you are. But anyway, Sonic is famous here. There you go. Sonic gotta go fast. Then what is he doing on a train that goes 30 miles per hour? A wide train. He's here to relax. Chill, get stuffed with chili dogs while being a corpse, I guess. I promise you an excellent stay on our train, Sonic. Have fun now. Yes, have fun. Will too, thanks. Oh. Tails. Get your ticket, youngin. Are you also a fox? No, you've got dog ears, and also your character design seems very familiar. Right here, sir. Thank you. Can I offer you any of the snacks we have on board? No thanks. When I travel, I always pack my own sparkle gelatin. It's sparkly jelly that can melt any jaded heart. The fuck? I do like Tails' costume here, though. He's got a little tiny fedora wedged between a spike of fur and his ear, and a little shawl. like a little cloak, but yeah, Yeah. But it's just a little shawl because it's so tiny. Tails. Sonic and Tails and Knuckles. In this moment, he is euphoric. Someone decided to talk to him? No way, I brought my own sparkle gelatin with me too. It's my first day and I was a little nervous. You're nervous? You're doing great so far. We're sparkle gelatin buddies. Weird. Ah, absolutely. If you need anything, just let us know. Thank goodness someone on this train is normal. Alright. Could I please get the birthday girl's ticket? Why certainly. Thank you, miss, and thank you for choosing our fine train for your birthday festivities. Well, the birthday discount certainly helped. Who doesn't love a good bargain? And a murder mystery train just sounds so exciting, it's right up my alley. Who didn't love a good thrill? You see, I'm a girl who loves the true crime podcast. Oh shit, Amy's at the podcast apparently. Maybe she can listen to the world's greatest con. Maybe we should leave her to have fun. Before we move along, for you, miss. Oh, how fun, thank you. Where do I use this? Key, birthday cake key. That unlocks any door on the train. Happy birthday. Really, you gave her the master key to the train? Oh, cripes? Cripes? Yeah, she has like a little cake hat. Everyone has a little hat for presumably their role, but they don't know their roles yet. Birthday girl gets the birthday key. It's practical tradition. Very useful. We'll use this wisely, thank you. No, she just dressed as a princess. I think this is her normal getup, effectively. I don't know why you're dressed like you came from Starbucks. I guess that's Shadow's day job here. Saying hello. Don't know you, so I don't know what you're dressed as if that's your normal clothes. Buddy here's gold chains and headphones, apparently leaning heavily. I was just saying to the DJ thing, except for the blood-stained apron. What are you dressed as? You just have a... Wait, I feel like I've seen Knuckles in this outfit before. Just a bandana and a hat. A cowboy hat. Or of some sort. Not a cowboy hat, Oh, the name eludes me. Yes. Western hat. Everyone. Do we take everyone's orders now? We talked to everyone already. Oh, Tails. What a beautiful train. I feel completely at ease. The menu, sir. Don't like reading things from what? Fair enough. I don't like reading things from strangers? Is that an option? Is that something I can do to people? Like, someone tries to hand me something, I'm like, I don't read things from strangers. You ask for directions, you refuse to read signs? I was supposed to get Amy a cake. What am I gonna do? Can I get your order? I'll be back for that chili dog. Or here's it yourself, it'll be on the house. I appreciate that. I kind of forgot my wallet at home. How much we charging for these luxury microwave chili dogs? How was he gonna buy the chili dog? He wasn't going to buy it. He's gonna trash your place until you gave him a chili dog. Nope. I wonder what cape topper Sonic picked out for me. I bet it's a good one. Bet you're right. Take your order? No thanks. Saving room for the birthday cake. Ooh, did someone bring cake for you? Yes, that was Sonic's job. Funny, Sonic looks awfully nervous all of a sudden. Sonic, why did you turn to look at the wall? Sonic? I mean, it's a train. He could dip and catch up to the train in no time. With a cake. Was there a legal reason why we can't get back Cowboy Hat Knuckles, the best iteration of Knuckles? Rewatching the OVA, I never realized how deep they develop the characters. When Sonic and Knuckles meet up, they do their secret handshake. Okay. So yeah, okay, so this hat is familiar. Not that I recall watching an OVA of Sonic at any point, but I must have, or maybe the internet just really likes this hat. Some fucking deep nerds on Sonic lore. Listen, you want some deep lore from seemingly nowhere? You go deal with Donkey Kong community, and they will tell you some crazy lore. There's a lot of lore for Donkey Kong. No, Sonic can't leave. He has a death scene coming. Well, maybe he fails getting off the train, or fails getting onto the train. You need to bow every time you see me. No more bowing, got it, sure. And we bowed again. Take your order, saving myself for the cake. You sure our instant ramen doesn't disappoint? I'm quite sure. Yeah, you offered someone instant ramen in a luxury train. Excuse me, Don, I need to freshen up before the party begins. You already look great. Don't I know it? Sure. Your order! Oh, looks delectable. Sadly, I'll have to pass. If you get hungry later, we'll have the microwave warmed up for you. Wahahaha. We shouldn't tell the customers that. Oh, why is this still going? Did I miss someone? Oh, there's the ticket. And out of the napkin holder. Isn't someone looking for their ticket earlier? Let's be sure to return this to the rightful owner. To make sure no one uses their ticket as a napkin. Lost ticket added to your inventory. Sure, here, hi. Found your ticket. Well, we just might have what you need. Fred, why don't you show your friend what we picked up? Oh shit, so this is a, like, present the evidence style game here. The tickets have fucking names on them or something. I mean, we've one ticket and one person without a ticket. We can figure this out. There it is, that's my ticket. Thank you so much to both of you. Really worried you'd kick me out and I'd miss the murder mystery. Oh, Crud would have their hands full kicking you out. You were right, I wouldn't leave without a fight. Everyone's laughing that they could take me. Wait, who made me both the microwave expert and the security guard? You're both alright in my book, thanks again for the assists. Of course, just let us know if you need anything else. Okay everyone, time for me to read out everyone's roles for the murder mystery. It's my cue to leave. I must prepare the driver's compartment for departure. Ah, the conductor's car. No, wait. The conductor is not the same as a train driver. The conductor is at the back doing signaling and stuff in a steam and older trains, but otherwise roams. Whereas the train driver is literally called driver, isn't it? Or am I thinking the signalman? Am I confusing the conductor with the signalman? Ah, whatever. Yeah, isn't the conductor at the back? Okay, yeah, okay, I'm not crazy. You remember our promise, yeah? You'll do everything in your power to make sure our guests have a safe and enjoyable time on the Mirage Express. Absolutely, you can count on me. To be honest, this group seems plenty capable on their own. Yeah, the driver's the engineer. And the train? And train! Oh, this is a command to the train. Assist Crudge if they need any help, won't you? Waha, that's all I need to hear. You have my trust. Nothing more heartwarming than a conductor and his train. Excellent, I'll be off. I must take my leave, everyone. Please have a phenomenal time. And don't worry about mucking up the place either. This train is state-of-the-art and has systems for dealing with all that. The train is self-cleaning. Engineers do drive trains, exactly. You gotta go to 4 years of post-secondary study at least to drive that train. Don't worry about, oh yeah, self-cleaning train, so trash this place. Train and train, what is train? Apparently, it's a very sentient train. This train drives itself and cleans itself, and I'm sure it could trash itself if it wanted to. For everything else, please talk to Crudge here if you need anything. Sounds good. Absolutely. Will do. Bye now. I like that guy. Thank you all for following the outfit guide I sent you. Okay, see, she picked the outfits. Okay, that makes more sense. Why is Sonic a boat captain, though? They all look amazing. I trust you could all read your lore cards as well? Lore cards? That must be the details of their motivations. I suppose it makes sense lore cards aren't read out loud, otherwise people would know the murderer's intent. Now on to the nitty-gritty. For the murder mystery game, one of you will be murdered, and the rest suspects. Everyone has assigned roles for characters they will be playing. Participation is required, for it is my birthday. Of course. Birthday girl makes the rules. Sonic, you're the ship captain, and you'll be stationed in the conductor's car. Naturally, that's where the captain would go. Again, maybe not. Tails, you're the detective. You'll be here in the dining car. Indubitably. Knuckles, you're the sheriff? You're the sheriff around these parts. We'll find you in the saloon. Why is there a sheriff on a boat? You saw a comic where they were running a train on Sonic, not like this. I mean, I don't think we could show that one on Twitch. I was gonna say I don't think that's on Steam, but that's not true. As it turns out, there are many things on Steam you would not expect. We have seen many during stream roulettes. The event where I play a bunch of random free-to-play stuff on Steam in short 15-minute increments. And then everyone votes on to continue that game or go to a next. And you see some terrifying things and horrible things. And I do have to do a little more work in vetting them than when I had started. I would prefer to go in completely blind, but that turns out that's a bad plan. But let's go. For some reason, Knuckles is the sheriff on this boat. Steam is slowly becoming a no man's land. Yeah? Yeah? For good or for ill? There is that game that I almost installed that, it's a mystery game that you basically, the game acts as if you found a USB drive of some murder and you're trying to figure out or work on this cold case from the information that's on the USB drive. In order for it to work, it runs as administrator and mounts a virtual USB drive to your system, and meaning it can just install whatever the hell it wants, and there's no reason I'm not running that on this system unless it's in a virtual machine. Even then, it's like, it seems like a lot of work to play this one free game. Lol, not likely. Yeah. Fuck that noise. Good concept. I trust you not. Got it. Rouge, you're a business tycoon, and Blaze, you're a titan of industry, both in the casino. What's the difference? There is none. Sounds fun. Vector, you're the butcher. Oh, so this is someone else? Or this is animal blood, presumably? And Espo, you're the poet, both found in the library. Yes, but we get to hang out together. And do what? Read? Maybe we can make a tower of books or something. Shadow's the locksmith hanging out in the lounge. And last but not least, me, the journalist reporter. I'll be moseying around with everyone. Did you get all that? Yes. Oh, I was listening in. I hope that's okay. Well then, all right. You can help ensure everyone's following their roles. Oh, that reminds me. I have a map for each of you. And one station is marked on this map as well. How convenient. You call it he is the butcher. Oh yeah, you did say butcher. Well done, Cogswell. You guessed that this man was not just wearing a bloody shirt on a luxury train for no reason. Which was what I assumed, which apparently is not a good assumption, but it seemed just as likely. He's a crocodile of some sort, or a gator. Some large toothed lizard. Man. Like a gourd, but not as fun. Terrifying. Map added to your inventory. Sure, the rules of the game are as follows. There's a murderer amongst you all. The murderer can kill a single participant however they choose, but you must physically be present with the victim for it to count. Everyone else must collect evidence throughout the train and use it to interrogate fellow passengers to figure out who's done it. The murderer will lie to get out of being accused, so inspect everything you can find. Everything you can, find clues and interrogate. I'll set a timer for 1 hour so everyone can mingle and the murderer can do their thing. Is everyone ready? Sound like everyone's excited. Everyone to your stations. So wait, is this gonna be Sonic is a fake corpse because he's gone to get a cake? Ah, this is so exciting. Mysteries unfolding right under our very noses. How thrilling, I have goosebumps. Same! Ah, isn't it awesome? Shouldn't you two be out there mingling with everyone? Well, actually, the detective and the journalist can't be the murderer. So we're stuck here for an hour before going out and scoping out the place. This is why there's always a neutral party. Makes sense to me. Seems as though Amy's more excited about deciphering the mystery anyways. What do you think everyone's doing? Oh, probably inspecting their stations and talking amongst one another. Everyone has roles to play, so they must be exploring their characters. You know what their character motivations are, Amy? No, the low cards are confidential. No one knows but the person who received them. My backstory is that I was best friends with a flicky that decided to join the evil Dr. Eggman, kickstarting my desire for justice in the world. Is that what they're called? Flickies? The animals you release from at the end of levels, are the bird ones are called flickies, or is that just all of them? Question of why you would wear your butcher work clothes to the fancy train murder party though. Because it's already bloodstained. And that tracks. That makes perfect sense. It's a lot easier than finding some other clothes to bloodstain to play the murder. Or play the butcher. I wonder if we have to pay attention to whether those bloodstains change as the game progresses. My lore is that I'm a nosy person turned journalist. Not gonna lie, that kinda sounds fun. Wish I wasn't stuck on microwave duty. Oh shit, is the train accelerating out of control? Is it, the pitch for speed 3 I think was train? Train started moving. So fast, grab onto something. What's going on? I'm slipping. Hold on. I can't. Oh no! We train wreck this immediately? What? How'd we end up in the closet? Both awake. Yeah? Seems the train has slowed down considerably. Is everyone alright? Yeah, my head's spinning, but I'm okay. Seems we've been knocked into the dining car's closet. This area? This area? No, it says we're at the end of the train. Another car is not a closet. But okay. If inflation goes over 5%, this country will explode. The pitch for Speed 3 was like the economy. That's pretty good. Real question, is the game subversive? We'll see whether we have to hack our way out of the game again. Then everybody died. Yep, inflation will do that. Suddenly bread costs more than your car. Seems we've been knocked into the dining room closet. This train can reach such incredible speeds. We're getting our money's worth with this experience, that's for sure. Is this actually intended? It's my first day, so I'm not really sure. No, I don't recall them warning me about this in the interview. See, what happened is you idiots sent Sonic to the train itself, to the engine, And I feel like a certain jackass might just crank the lever to full. We should go check on the others. Crudge, can you get the door? Of course. Stuck. Seems the door is blocked. I don't think it's budging. Amy, give that fallen shelf a whack with your Pico hammer. Let's find another way out. I'll start looking for clues. I'll search over there. Here. I know Amy, she's hiding something. It's a part of the game, Tails. Huh? I suppose she did wake up before us. Something could have happened. Listen, I know I'm the detective here, but all the best detectives have sidekicks. I'm gonna need your help. Isn't the journalist supposed to be your sidekick, Tails? Let's gather clues on why Amy's acting this way and interrogate her about it. Let's check out everything you can around this closet, then we'll show it to Amy to uncover the full situation. Gather evidence and interrogate. Got it. Cool. I need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? Yes. We flash back to like 5 seconds ago. You count on me, Tails. I don't have brain damage. I remember the conversation we had. I won't turn evil like your ex-flicky companion did. Happy to hear it. Now let's get searching. Spoon. Wait, is this the Chaos Cola? Because they only serve water, coffee, and cola. And this certainly looks like wine, but I guess it could be cola. What's this, a rod? Tip is broken. Looks like it could have been attached to something. Did she break her hammer? I'm not sure it's related to our mystery, but I like spinning it around, so we'll keep it. Stick is added to your inventory. I don't serve that stuff. That's the private stash. Oh, is that why we accelerated so hard? The captain had to, the conductor, who's also apparently the engineer, got in a little early on his stash on his retirement day. Inanimate carbon rod. In rod we trust. The rod will save the day, as it always has. The wet floor sign keeps people alert and safe. Once I slipped on some spilled juice at the grocery store. No wet floor sign at all. Did you see them, Tails? Luckily, Sonic was there to catch me. Wow, Sonic really is as fast as they say. He was going so fast he also slipped on the juice. We slid into an older gentleman's shopping cart. Well, the thought that counts, I suppose. Did you all sue? I maintain. What do you think, Tails? Want me to cook any of this for you? When we get out of here, sure. Normally, I never make microwave meals. I prefer to cook. My cast iron skillet has gotten a lot of use lately. You can cook a mean cast iron pizza. Ha ha ha. I've only had microwave lunches this week. We are apparently very saddened by Tails bragging about his skills. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, it's empty. But on the bright side, it's a very clean trash bin. No leftovers there. Your Pokemon will not heal at the end of every turn. How do I become as optimistic as this kid? The shelves are blocking our exits. Currently not budging. Crutch, look closely at this. I wonder how this side of the shelf got smashed. Nothing on the shelf that could have fallen into it. I'm sure this damage wasn't here before. The train has too much upkeep. I feel like this is important. We should log it. Crack on shelf is added to your inventory. What do you mean added to my inventory? I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Amy and find out what really happened. What's the latest? Find any clues yet? Found a spoon. If we have 2 more, we can dig ourselves out. Dig ourselves out on a train? I'll keep looking. Talk. Nope, same conversation. Yeah. Cast iron pizza sounds really good. I hadn't really thought of using a cast iron. I was thinking a skillet. Yeah, that actually makes sense. I was thinking like a curved pot, like a wok. which would not make sense. But yes. Cast iron, that makes sense. That's kind of like heating up a pizza stone. Saw a comic where Sonic slipped on all that juice. It's just not like this. The pizza walk. I'm surprised I've never been to a like mall and seen a at least somewhere called Pizza Walk, because there are just so many other types of walks I've seen. Including, I've seen at least one place that calls itself Burrito Walk. So you understand that Pizza Walk is not a huge stretch. I'll keep looking. Start interrogation. Amy, we believe you're hiding something from us. What? You accuse me on my own birthday? How dare you? This isn't going to be easy, is it? I've been stuck here just like the two of you. What in the world do you think I'm hiding? Amy was awake before Tails and I. What could she have done in that time? Attempted to escape. I don't think you were sitting idly by while Crutch and I were knocked out. You attempted to escape the closet. Prove it. Show me the evidence that I attempted to escape, or help me search for a way out. We have evidence that proves that? Crutch, let me step you through this. First, find the correct piece of items for your inventory. Then we accuse them in open court. Half pizza, half Chinese joys. I never did go to the burrito walk, so I couldn't tell you what that was like, but I imagine a similar idea. J'accuse. See? French. Once that has been deduced, we must form our argument to fight back. Alright, let's do it. What proves Amy attempted to escape the dining car closet? This one. It's not quite this convinced. Let's give it another try. This busted one. What, some damage to the shelf is supposed to prove something? It fell over. Damage makes sense. You have no argument here. You're grasping. Tails, what now? Follow the train of thought. How does the crack on the shelf relate to Amy? Well, you see, well, when I guess I like to think, what would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? Sonic's a force of nature to be reckoned with. He's always running forward, collecting rings, crushing badniks. He never loses. It's like an endless runner game. I play a lot of the... Is there a Sonic Endless Runner? There's a Mario Endless Runner. Is there a Sonic Endless Runner? Sonic would go fast. That's what Sonic would do? Yep. That's all he does. Well, he could also fly in that one Sonic game. Sure, whatever works. Just close your eyes and think, what would Sonic do, and find your argument. Alright, let's prove we're not grasping. Let's follow the train of thought and find a comeback, like Sonic would do. The fuck? Oh, okay. Do I have to press a button for the for the thought? So is my dream gear like my mind, or did I literally be like, what would Sonic do, and then bring out a Game Gear instead of doing anything Sonic Dash apparently? Huh, alright, so there's a Sonic Endless Runner. Sure, the shelf fell, but there's nothing around for the shelf to fall into. You're telling me on a train this well kept that damage was here before we arrived? Well, I believe someone is responsible for hitting the shelf. You just said nothing was around for the shelf to fall into. What was the shelf hit with then? This one. What's that, a stick? You truly believe a stick could do this kind of damage? Oh. Well, if I look at it closely, you'll see twirling around. I think you've been twirling around the stick a bit too much. Alright, let's try to follow that train of thought again, shall we? Huh. Sonic's Atari Jaguar, Dreamcast Game Gear. Playing games also bring about ideas. Why not? You're right, a stick can't do this kind of damage to the shelf on its own. But if it's attached to something, it could. Let's say a hammer. Isn't a stick at all, is it? It's actually the handle to your Pico Pico hammer. You attempted to hit the shelf out of the way, but you failed. The handle to your hammer snapped right off. Where's the head then? So you lied because you trashed the place? As you said, I tried to get us all out with my hammer, but I failed. I gave the shelf one big whack and the handle ripped right off. Figured it was no big deal and tried to hand it, but I suppose my embarrassment got the better of me. You look genuinely sorry about the situation. I never expected your hammer to snap like that, Amy. Sure. It's one of my backups. It's a little lighter to carry around. I didn't think I needed it. I look for you, I'm a detective and I dabble as a mechanic. Let me see both pieces of the hammer. Just tighten things here a little elbow grease in there. It's snapped at like... This is not a snap at like, in the wood. This is like the metal broke. Oh, what kind of monstrosity am I here? Oh, a little bit of twisted face. Oh, well, and my mouth is in my eyes. That's fine. Why did you hide that fact? I mean, you start smashing things on a fancy train, you'd hide a lot of things. And thank you for the redemption, Cogswell. Okay, when this game started, it was just strange. Now it's fucking weird. I mean, that's what you want, isn't it? Oh, and I'm Jai. Thank you for the redemption. I'm missing an arm. Where did that arm go? Hold up. There's a shoulder and there's literally no arm. Well, that's weird. Strange things happen when you turn me to a PNG. You want subversive. Give me Genesis. Genesis, give it to me. But first we have to...
Get out! Get out of there!
Tails, thank you. Oh, that's a head. Oh, and the mouth is all the way up in there, that head. This is fine. I'm apparently half man, half banana? No, it's more of an S shape. I don't know, moon? Conehead? What's the Mundi, the Jedi, Master Mundi, whatever his species is. If you hit the shelf right here, it should do the trick. According to my calculations, if you hit the shelf right here, it should do the trick. Alright, stand back. Shelf completely shattered. Incredible. We did it, we're free. What a mess. Great job, Amy, let's get out of here. What do these tickets cost? You're smashing the train. Is this Ahsoka? Like the guy with the butterfly? Is this Ahsoka? Wow. Fucking trash this place. Wait, is that... It can't be. Sonic! Someone murdered my darling Sonic! She's very excited. It's like the game's begun. I'm gonna find out who did this at once. Wait, Amy, wait. I want to figure out who did this too. Wait for me. What a whirlwind. I'm exhausted already. That was really convincing, Sonic. Sonic? Body numb, can't move. Wait, what are you saying? I don't understand. Just need to rest. Sonic? Sonic? Is he actually hurt? I'm gonna say he's off the train getting a cake, but also, hopefully he's hurt. He's not moving. Are these wounds on him genuine? My hand's on his wrist, but I don't sense a pulse. Am I doing this right? What in the world is going on? Is it part of the murder mystery, or is it this serious? Sonic! Sonic! It's like yelling Sean. He's not dead if he can talk. He's not dead enough yet. Finish the job. Oh no, I feel myself panicking. Calm down, Crutch. What do I do? What? Are we hallucinating new lines? Make sure these guests are taken care of. These guests are incredibly renowned, which means they must be remarkably rich. So I leave the cure to you, Crudge, my favorite employee. Surely you won't let me down on this last ride. What? That's not right. I need to catch up to Amy and Tails and get to the bottom of this. Even if this is part of the game, I can't risk it. Also, this fucking Wendy Carlos soundtrack. They did a good job here. Keep everyone safe, conductor. You'll see. Also, there was a glass of wine there, which they don't serve. So who was drinking in here before Sonic rolled in? Oh no, that poor arcade cabinet. She's toast. Hosed. Like, a broken screen is one thing, but the wood here is cracked. There's gotta be structural damage there. She's dead. Also, it might be sparking. Whoa, look at this place. Tails, where are you? Crudge, I'm over here. I think Amy's already gone ahead. She seems really excited. Do you need something from me? Yeah, just a question, really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? Ha 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 ha. Is he laughing? Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends, and nothing would actually happen to him. We're just really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about. Promise. The hell is this? Why is there a beach ball man, and why are they wanted? I guess you have to make something a beach ball man since you can't draw an animal because all the animals are people. Plus, Sonic likes to nap a lot in strange places. He's fine. Yeah, I guess Sonic does nap wherever you leave him if you idle long enough. What bot? What are you doing? Are you having a stroke, bot? Lambda characters, view cache Java, Lang runtime exception. Moderator status 401. What? Whatever, bot. Are you alive? Oh, then I don't care. You stroke out of the corner by yourself. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is there something deeper happening? He's getting a cake! I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along with you? Moisturize me. Moisturize me. Thank you for the redemption, Coxwell. The bot can't take all this Sonic fan fiction, but it's not fan fiction. This is an official game. You don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Oh, of course. Now if we ever need a snack, you've got me. Yeah, I'm just walking here. I just brought the microwave with me, you know. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, where's my lore card? The last guy who to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. Your vermins? Oh! What are you all talking about in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. Can't see that. And Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. Ha, enough of that. Wonder how long you kept that voice up for Amy. We're wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi and... Nope. I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? No better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Okay, so Sonic is gone for a cake and Knuckles is covering for him, and he's pissed about it. We were surprised that SEGA released a free game like this. Yeah, this was a great April Fool's Day joke, is to come up with an actual visual novel and full-on game from a company who does not like, not a big fan of giving free things. Let's put it that way. SEGA. SEGA not a big fan of free things. Oh, and thank you, Durlock, for that redemption. Crudge, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues and interrogate. Alright, let's do it. He wasn't up to the cactus. He was busy beating the shit out of this machine. Clearly we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Oh, that's fair. I could put on Super Monkey Ball though, Tails. I got at least one copy. And if the Switch game is a remake, I might have my sister's copy, so I might have 2 copies of Super Monkey Ball. Do you think we broke it when the train sped up? That damage looks more to be caused from punches. How do you play Super Monkey Ball with 4 buttons and a at best an Octogate arcade stick? Probably a quad gate. It would be so hard. How would you spin the camera? You wouldn't. So you'd be Super Monkey Ball blind into certain corners. One of those reskin cabinets. So it's not Super Monkey Ball, it's something very similar. Different game that they swapped the boards. Yeah. I mean, that's what they used to do. And I'm sure they mostly do. I think there's little, you just swap the memory now, but well, new ones that you buy that are not actually arcade machines, you just load whatever you wanted. And the actual arcade ones I think are managed over the internet now, which is a shit show. But yeah, they still do. They still have some of them. For a while it was you could swap the memory on them. They still have arcade games. Yeah, just they don't really have standalone arcades all over the place. There's one at a mall that's not too far from here, but that mall is a shit show to go near. People go to that mall and they hop the curb and they park on the grass because there's not enough parking there, so it's like cars coming from all directions. If you wish to go into that mall, it's usually, if you have no reason to go wander it, not really a place well, I wouldn't go to hang out because I don't want to get smashed from random car coming in a random direction. There are no rules in that parking lot. Do you think it broke when the train sped up? No. Canada. Yeah. Who could have done that? Tails is not amused. Looking at me for Smashed Arcade is added to your inventory. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one's empty as well. I'm starting to think that your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. Dudley say one man's trash is another man's treasure. Yes, Bellathor. I think Tails is ignoring me. Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Poor Omochao. Omochao. Hate to see them like this. What'd they do? Medical malpractice. Interesting. Breathtaking views. Train passing by some incredible sights. I'm just happy to be traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. Yes, I do. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. Or loop-de-loops in first person. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding it in the carts. I never understand this friend group. I mean, that's Sonic's fault. Roller coaster's too slow. Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts in the classic saloon snack. Crunch, 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 kinda bland. Huh, seems like someone licked all the salt off of them. What? Ugh, really? Or maybe they're just unsalted. Crutch, this is interesting. What is it? Just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty? There's lipstick on one of them. Crudge, what? This one has lipstick on the rim. Yeah. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. I should log this. Are we sure? I haven't checked to see if Knuckles is wearing lipstick. Could be his. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. No, wait, I need to talk to the arm. And see if anything else could be interacted with. Like this bottle of totally not booze. The robotic arms here are really helpful. Arm. Is it blushing? What's the arm doing to my hair? I fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. Interesting tech. Oh, should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? Oh, the robot's only weakness, the microwave oven. I feel like the robot would just replace that with a real oven, but you know. Seems fine. But I told you to leave me alone. Please don't beat me up. Like your hat. Oh, there you go. I like your hat. So does the community, apparently. Knuckles, are you blushing? Leave me alone. Doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat so we could see it a bit better? I said leave. Can I take your order? Start interrogation. Knuckles, Crudge and I need to determine what you're doing during the hour the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. In fact, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence too. We do? Crudge, just take a good look at your inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? Women or arcade? Arcade. The arcade machine, huh? Makes you think I touched it. Maybe the fist marks. Oh, that's a spike ball. Oh, that's a spike ball. Oh. Well, yeah, we gotta try again. Oh, we missed all of that if you do that, huh? Okay, that's not great. Ah, got enough to get my idea. This is the way. This is the way. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because Super Monkey Ball is your favorite game. While Super Monkey Ball has adrenaline-pumping Monkey Ball action, this proves nothing about the current situation. Let me try again. You clearly touched it because your hair was found at the scene. Here, you mean fur? Fur? You mean spines? Doesn't matter, because it seems I'm wrong here. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because it's covered in punches. What evidence do you have that damages are punches? What are you staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the machine, but why? I need a punching bag and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? You believe repairing the arcade machine will give us some answers? Wait, how would repairing it give you answers? Oh, is it just because of the failure? Adrenaline pumping monkey ball action. Thank you for the submission, Coxwell. That is a good one. Oh, you on it, Crutch. Strike Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on. Wait. He's gonna break my Game Gear. Oh, missed. Try again. I have to get Super Monkey Ball fixed. What? I was not on that spike. Oh, this perspective. Game machine is fixed. No, don't look at the scores. Quick, look at the scores. Pulling it up now. What does this tell us? Vector beat his score by 1. Nothing, obviously. Tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. Oh. Picture needs to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punching at the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here now. Does Vector wear lipstick? Oh. Try again. Sure. Follow the shadow. Oh, apparently if I jump there, I won't be able to make that jump. There's a jump-ish, a cooldown-ish on the jump. Toast is a good cat. Whose name is Cat Toast. Sherlock's cat's Toast. Hey Wormhole, how are you doing this fine Monday? Hope you're having a good start to the week. You just chatted with Roger Craigsmith this past weekend, the voice of Sonic, and Pauline O'Shaughnessy, the voice of Tails. What about Ugandan Knuckles? I suspect Ugandan Knuckles was not at a local convention. Mirage Express dining. Okay. No, that was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing arcade. It's not like I wasn't. Don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. As you say, Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. Went back and forth trying to figure out the game, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. That's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups, but what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Rogue was in there too. Not the right color. Inconsequential, not worth mentioning. He searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. Offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, but I told you everything that happened before the train sped up. You're not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rogue couldn't find something, and then left Knuckles. Then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. It was a long tale. A long day. You are tired, so it seemed all they serve is Chaos Cola. Well, Knuckles looks like it's off to the gallows for you. No, he just owes us money for the machine, which, oh no, wait, no, Tails somehow put that wood back together and the screen. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on the high score list doesn't make sense. Right, can you take a look one more time? Name on the high score list. What could Tails be talking about? Vector, Nuck, Toast, Apple, Bread, Ultimate, Bagel, Candy, Ultimate. ... All the other names have food theme, but this one. Who here goes by Ultimate? You know, you might not know Courage, but there's someone here that goes by that title. The Ultimate Life Form. There's really someone that goes by that? Yeah. This dude calls himself the Ultimate Life Form, you'd be like, aha. Sounds like Knuckles has a thing for Rogue the Bat. Yes, all the other names have food themes. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I read through it, that's what I saw. I'm like, well, Ultimate doesn't fit. Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. You're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. Is it a key or a picture of a key? Shadow told me to unlock the door and not to open it for anyone. To lock the door and not open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. When Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. Right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why Shadow locking doors? And what was Rogue searching for? I don't know, they didn't tell me, even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask yourself. More information than I expected to get there, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We only know for sure when we can confirm things with Vector. Fair enough, the library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Whoever KO'd Sonic an earful. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. We're just gonna call me Butler. They made you a Sonic OC. Yes, we are a little red dude. Thank you for the redemption, Werble. My eye mouth here. I can't really get out of the way so you can see it better, but down there, we got an early game. We saw a full shot like this, so they have them animated in the proper Sonic full size. There you go. Got a little character. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey Steve, how are you doing this fine Monday? Hope you're having a good one. Good start of the week. Who done it? My money's on Big. My money's on Sonic isn't really dead and is gone to buy cake. But we'll see. Isn't this one of the casino level music? Mixed into like a Western? There is a casino car somewhere, which I assume we'll hear like Sonic 2 casino music remixed for this game. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Crudge. Let's head to the library. I forgot that he's a sheriff on this train that's actually a boat where Sonic, for this murder mystery where Sonic is the captain. On it. It's way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Crudge! Coming. Whoa. Route. Yeah. Oh, there's more. I could have gone over here. We could have looked at more of this. Oh, howdy, partners. Spittoon-free establishment. Don't spit on the floor or on the spittoon. Coliseum Highway Zone. Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. I'm still playing for the whole game to be a subversive fake out. We're all trapped in that Game Gear. All this stuff is getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. One's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, Espo and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both so sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Have you found any leads yet? Oh, the detective peer needs help from the birthday girl? She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic, I'll be the one to avenge you and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? Oh, yep, she got the cake key. Birthday key has the birthday girl has the master key. Oh, right, the birthday girl gets the birthday key. Well, we're gonna keep talking about this key, huh? Of course, a birthday privilege. I'll solve the case before anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she is thorough. What are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I might say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. It's like playing TTT. No, I'm the detective. I can't have been a traitor. I'm out of Earl Grey tea. Filling up a nice cup. Got a lid on it. Keep it warm. Nice warm cup of jasmine green tea. And I'm here to ask if anyone's hungry? Starve, I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now. I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. Yeah? You're licensed to handle raw meat, you say? Oh shit, 1 second. Huh. A piece of metal that's bent that shouldn't be bent. Don't think it's gonna come down, though. Birth bitch, more like it. You can do whatever you want. Only licensed for raw once it gets cooked and no dice. Oh. Huh. I don't think that's working right. Aw. Ah. Must have broken at some point. I'll figure that out later. It's supposed to pop me down to where into the bottom corner where that matches, and then pop me back up, and it didn't do it. So that's what's broken. Thank you for the redemptions, Coxwell. There's also no cloaking sound. I heard the cloaking sound. Aw. Ooh. Ooh. I have several eyes. This is fine. I have a normal eye up top and a crazy Gowron eye down below. Well done. Thank you for the redemption, Werewolf. Apparently the chin was unnecessary. Oh, hi. Apparently I'm also in the background there. Oh, hey, now there's 3 of me. This is I'm just getting more and more. The numbers. So many. I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat and only raw meat. Once it's wrapped up, it's no longer Vector's concern. I'm Espo the Poet. Ah, poetry, a resonant message from a poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure? Teardrops in the spring, can you hear me sing? La la la, dee dee dee. Tails is so disappointed. That was it. Have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Crutch and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Well, that's a good place of mouth for Eddie. Is Eddie? Tuvix, I'm all of them. Speaking of Tuvix, have you watched I think the first episode of the new season of Lower Decks? It involves Voyager. And it's so good. So good. Oh sure, it's simple. We explained this to Amy actually. We've not seen any Lower Decks. Oh, Lower Decks is actually quite good if you've watched previous Star Trek. It'd be hard to get someone in on Lower Decks, but Lower Decks is a lot of fun with knowing older Trek. You keep thinking of the Upper Decks or the Upper Decker? Wait, which one are you thinking of, Wereball? Sure, it's simple. We just explained to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rogue, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library card, where Amy told me and SBO to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Oh no, sorry, different name. Vector got bored, so we left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where's Rogue? What happened? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car. Rogue came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She's looking for anything not nailed down. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. I wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rogue left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I was so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car, as he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him, then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train spread up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. That trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. Yeah, and that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seemed Vector and Espero couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it for you. Butcher Vector over here doing his best Butcher Pete, offering to chop all the women's meat. You keep thinking Lower Decks is called the Upper Decks because of the prank called the Upper Decker. Okay, there you go. We got there with all the same parts. If you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered too. No thanks. Thanks, guys. Alibi seems solid enough. We should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if SBO was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Huh? Painting? Hang in there! KO. Like chaos, but without the S. KO hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I actually need to see this. Little Chaos hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. So this KO can stick to his principles and find strength, and I can too. There's no way there's that much thought put into this poster. Right? Alright? Oh! Chaos Cola! Check out our book club. Book of the month, Gone Girl, Gone Gal. So we just got books dumped on the floor. Ooh, what's this book in particular? What's this bright red book? Oh yuck, it reads of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird that's even here. Dr. Eggman recipe book. I want it. Oh, there it is. The Sonic the Hedgehog official cookbook. How much is Indigo selling it for? A Kobo ebook for $16. No. And it's got chili dogs on the front, onion rings, a milkshake, and donuts. Oh, it's very, very colorful donuts. Amazon's got it. For how much? $16 for the Kindle edition, $40 for a hardcover version. Yeah, I don't need it that. Wait, it's not out yet? This is a pre-order? They fucking teased this book like 6 months before the book was launching? In another game? In a game. So Sega's playing some weird levels of 3D chess here for selling this cookbook. And yet I want it, so I guess that kind of works. Pronounced like chow? No, it's chaos without an S, so it's kale. But yes, chow. Chow's fine. How many pages is this cookbook? How many recipes? Chowda! Say it right. Chowda! Victoria's also the author of the Fallout The Vault Dwellers official cookbook. So the problem with being a Vault Dweller official cookbook, the only thing that comes into the vault is rad roach. Or maybe a mole rat. Yeah. Destiny, the official cookbook. Are you people? I thought Destiny were robots. Well, I guess only some robot. Street Fighter, the official street food cookbook. Like the dudes in the background waving around food once in a while. How many recipes could that be? And the Ultimate Final Fantasy 14 cookbook. Is that the road trip one? Because I believe those dudes would know food. Or is 14 lightning? I think 14 is lightning. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. May not be wrong. The Eggman cookbook is full of omelets? That tracks. 15 was road trip. Okay. Globe of our marvelous planet. Haven't traveled around much, but the islands are fun and all. But I'd love to visit some of the other countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagona, if you have ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. I have no idea what you're referencing, Tails. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Very squiggly shape continents here. Trash can. Something's always hidden in the trash can. Let's check there. Hate to say it, but there's nothing there. I thought there'd be something in there. Grudge, are you sad there's nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. Really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins had a secret, I'm sure of it. Grudge, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. That's supposed to be a compliment? Table. Well, let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These are very comfortable, so plush. Put me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes for a bit. Crudge, no, don't fall asleep. I'm pretty sure you're concussed. There's been a murder, remember? I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Oh, poor thing, that arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Books on the floor. So many books on the ground, I wish we had time to pick them all up. There's 3 books on the floor. You can easily close them so their spines aren't being broken. Sadly, I have no interest in picking up these books. Lots of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rogue pulled out a lot of these too while searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. Yeah. Feels empathy for everything. Oh, I'm sorry, original character. You don't care that these books are being damaged? Is one of the books on the floor the strategy guide for this game? Ah, that makes sense. That'd be a great find. You just click on it, it's like, this is the strategy guide. Would you like to read more? 14 was the MMO. Oh, okay. I thought 13 was the MMO. So 13 is Lightning, and then 14 is the MMO. And 12 is the one that plays itself, and you get Bunny Lady to early in the game to help you with things. And 11 is the first MMO. Oh, somebody went through and counted Final Fantasy game releases, and it's like 90 something of them. It's just shy of 100. So it's not my fault if I can't keep track of which Final Fantasy is what. Like, just saying. Like, Final Fantasy's competing with Mario for the number of game releases, but Mario comes out on a single console, I guess. Uh-oh. What went away? The color on my face changed, which means something closed. Well, it's probably fine. Ooh, brochures! There's traveling destination ideas like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Look at this, there's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library card. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take a look. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, here's stalactites. Oh, that was me. Ah, leave it. Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Okay. Library map. And 10 has Blitzball. And 10-2 has, the characters barely dressed and aged up so that's more okay than 10. We got Christmas here, which apparently does not fade me out with the same level of greenness, so it actually works quite well. Aside from being very bright. Weirdly bright. Not as bright. I feel like it's... Oh, you know why? Eyes don't like this combo. This is what it is. And 9 has Mickey. Does it? Fuck, which one's 9? Wait, that's the 40 Kingdom Heart games? That also tracks. Oh, 9 is Vivi. Okay. 8 is Kafka. And then... yeah, okay. Alright. 6 Kafka. Been too long. Okay. What am I looking at? Fireplace. Brochure. Table. Table. I don't think we learned anything. Oh, hey, we can pan. What's over here? Whole bookshelf. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. All right, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He scavenged through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid at a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a trained library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out of the floor and everything, but... every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Oh shit, somebody found the override. You think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but this is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express Manual added to your inventory. Yo. Fancy a poem? Okay, a poem about space. I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace, so my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Give me the poem about trains. Locomotive in motion, I think I lost my lotion. Why? What? Well, I guess the robot hands, you're gonna need that lotion for that service. I think I lost my lotion. The windows show the ocean. Oh wait, that's my lotion. Okay. Flash that on the window. Yes, Sephiroth is in Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. I don't know what he does, but I know he's in it. He's also in the Theatum Rhythm game. So if you ever want to see Sephiroth do things to a beat, effectively combat dance, you can go play Theatum Rhythm. Yeah, I saw a Sonic comic with a lot of lotion. Yeah, there it is. There you go. Actually, really like that one. Huh? Take your order. I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbling tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my eggs sunny. Oh, we don't serve any eggs on this train, though. My talent is wasted on you lot. Start interrogation. I don't think we have enough evidence yet. Why don't we look around a little bit more first? There's nothing else to click on, never mind. Alright, Vector. Bring any meat to chop? No, I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. Who actually tried to bring a knife on the train? A man of authenticity tales. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. If you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Oh, nope, we get the same line again. Sure. Can I take your order? Oh yes, please, I'm starved. Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important. Then why would you show the menu to me? Yes, Vector, you're not wrong. I asked the question. Thus I am a dick for asking and then being like, I can't deliver this. These are animals. Isn't eating eggs some kind of war crime? Unless the eggs are fertilized, it's not eating babies. Come on, Crudge, why would you tease him like that? Yes, correct. I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me. Look, Crudge, you've made him a fool. Come on, Crudge, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah. Smooth things over, but at what cost? Interrogation. I don't think we have evidence. Never mind. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going to the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. Why are they padlocked? Who padlocks a train car door? You can only unlock a padlock from one side. Gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. Oh, I think we found enough. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Interrogation. Oh, good. We interrogate them together. So the two of you believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Crudge and I are here to confirm two things: why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library card. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library card to visit Knuckles? We're preparing to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? It wasn't entertaining him enough, so it seems Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered from Knuckles. Now that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rogue entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but You actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once SPO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? ... This doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. Oh, what was he reading? One of these Sonic comics that Cogswell keeps talking about? That's what this library is packed with? What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? You won't talk. I have a hunch on what the book might be. Crudge, could you help me out? Alright, Crudge, what book do we think SPO might have been reading? The Override. A manual? You think SPO is reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? It was not where it needed to be. And it has pictures. And SPO's, I don't know, literate maybe? I don't know. Fucking know. The line's about to get nuked? What? Okay. I knew it. Let's try again. Come on, Gabe. I know the mic might be picking up me mashing that jump button and not getting anything. Too high. Oh, I can dodge that. Library of Sonic fan fiction. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelf were all in alphabetical order, all except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. Yo, this lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SPO. Hey, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, SPO. Butcher and a poet, friendship can form Butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere. I mean, the poet's gotta eat. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool, yo. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Crudge, if you don't mind. If you ask SPO some questions about the manual, just flip to a page and ask away. I see, quiz SPO on the manual to prove you read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Page 97. What efficiency and extreme accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up the trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train could clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. Correct, that is the reason for much automation. Page 64. If only I could choose. For some reason, your phone wants to capitalize Sonic. Page 69. Nice. Nice choice. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SPO aced that question. Crudge, hit him with another one. Oh, okay, which page do I choose? Same page again. No. 231. What is Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds. You'll be charged with a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. If you fall into the shower, you will get your refund. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Crash. Let's see if SPO can get three for three. Which starts pick last. 16. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease the general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system that works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. Then why did it accelerate to extreme speeds? Remember this, the train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Can I pass your little test? Yes. Totally, it's wild you're able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't want to be supporting folks. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit though, Reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. He answered all my questions so calmly. It's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after Mom. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Tails is very shocked by the use of such large words. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... SPO, is that true? Vector is the only one to see you reading. Yes, that's a correct. Problem? Oh yeah, because Rogue rolled in. Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we've evidence to back it up. What? Oh, okay. Crudge always puts me on the spot. If a piece of evidence looked to someone else who saw SPO reading, but what? This one. Shadow's lock? Please pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up, Crudge. Let's get our argument together. Sure. Our argument is, a dude must have seen you if you supposedly were reading the whole time. If not, you were not reading the whole time. It was lies. All lies. All those coins. Sorry, rings. Well, it says Dream Gear and not Game Gear, which is also why it's the wrong-ish. The buttons are the wrong place. They got keyboard buttons. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't a high score log. Good for you, Vector. Crocs are natural gamers. You know what? I believe you, Vector. I've not seen anything to contradict this claim. This seems legit. I think I would lose to a Croc in most games. Just like in school, they don't see you reading the book, you didn't read it. Yep, you must have read the Cliff Notes. SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he mentioned nothing but about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library card when he left the saloon, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. Just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up. Well, you see, SBO's desperation here defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So, if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at the moment you were really in the library. Were you really in the library car at all? But how would SBO leave? How would SBO leave? Shadow locked the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Crudge, one that I would love for SBO to solve. Now believe me, the cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book I didn't notice Shadow pass back to the library car. Honestly, when Vector returned he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SBO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? For Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Is he simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Join Tails. I can't interrupt Tails with he's onto something. Let him continue this line of questioning and... Crudge, my favorite and beloved employee, please protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. Make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems. Right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and SBO couldn't have seen one another? Map. Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. Oh. So close. Try again. Well, not close. That was a failure. Immediate failure. Oh yeah, I got plenty of coins. Plenty of rings, sorry. Rings. The library map, oh I see. See the exits, they're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. David, point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been that Shadow... for Shadow to not see him? Interesting, that's where I was sitting, reading my book. Well, shouldn't we have made the suspect point out where were you on this map? I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. You put a bookcase supported by no wall in a train? I hope it's really well bolted to the ground. And the roof. Though there's nothing bolted to any roofs. This is a double tall train? The second level in this library. Makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him. Train already crashed once. You know what? Yeah, and the bookshelves are standing, so you know what? I guess I guess it's well secured. Apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you for answering all the questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Okay. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done yet. I have plenty of questions for Rogue and Rouge and Shadow. And the books didn't even fall out of the shelf despite having nowhere, all directions to fall out of effectively for how a train moves. It seems the door of the next car is open. Amy must have opened it when she passed through earlier. That's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give them heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry shut for you both. A murder is on the loose while the doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock goes the clock while our heroes are in the caboose. When I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities, we're really doing this. Come on, Courage, let's see what's next. Sure. Mystery's call. We're not staying, Tails. Like I feel like when the train accelerated hard, those books should have come out of the shelves and crushed a man. All this stuff is getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. All these pictures, these heavy pictures. Rouge, there you are. We have a lot to say to you. We visited every train car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering about. It's high time you told us why. My, talk about a warm welcome. Quick to the point, aren't you, darling? And I see you brought the Microwave Master with you. Please don't let that be my legacy. Tails is right, folks. Folks have brought you up a lot. Care to explain? I thought. Tell him, Rouge. We're gonna need the help. Blaze? Alright, I've been hunting for a treasure rumored to be stored here on the train. Treasure? They certainly didn't tell me about treasure in the interview. Since I'm a part business tycoon, part purveyor of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. What it is, Rude. Alright, well, it's a Fabergé Chow egg. Wow, that does sound extravagant. But please don't tell me you accepted Amy's birthday invite only to find that egg. A woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything's okay. She wrote me in on the hunt immediately. She wrote me in on the hunt immediately. I stayed here while she searched the train cars for clues. I deduced that the Fabergé chow egg is here in the train car locked in a safe. Wait, so the treasure's real? It's actually here? And what did you manage to find, Rouge? Oh well, why don't you both take a look? A blueprint. I found the blueprint to the library car with the safe code written right on it. The score of a lifetime. Train's blueprints? Please, Rogue, let us see that. Rouge. Finders keepers, sweetheart. There's a problem. We need your assistance. Kind of problem. The elevator behind the security guard leads us right to the room holding the Fabergé chow egg. We're not getting anywhere without the guard's access cards. We need a plan to get that card to use the elevator, and our chance of success grows with everyone's help. Do you want us to help you steal the Fabergé chow egg? Blaze, don't you have a problem with this? I see no issues here. Sounds like a fine business venture. Her lore card must be influencing her decisions here. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess. Alright, do you have an opinion on all this? Stealing is for squares! It's time for a 5-finger discount! Well, I suppose if both Blaze and Crudge are in... Okay, let's get that Fabergé chow egg. That's the ticket. Happy to have you both on the team. Now we must plan. Oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into? Access to the Fabergé egg room is behind a locked elevator door. The security guard has the access card. Do we... distract the guard. Distract them, perfect. We're all charming enough for that to work. It's actually a real nice thing to say. Crudge, is everything okay? I've never seen you smile like that. Seems they don't know how to take a compliment. If I'm going to be in my casino, my poker face needs work. Okay, who's distracting the security guard? Blaze. Think you could distract the guard, Blaze? In my life, I've never let a single person down. I won't falter. Great, her voice is so stoic, I have chills. Oh. Well, I trust her. Moving on. What's the distraction? Push a bunch of poker chips on the floor, causing a ruckus. I like it. That'll get the guard's attention for sure. Let's move forward. With the guard's distracted, Rogue, how will you get the access card? Get their pocket. I'll snatch the access key, no problem. Chow in uniform won't notice a thing. Excellent. We can count on you, Rogue. Rouge. Try not to take anything else from them if you can help it. No promises. The card obtained. We need to get Blaze out of there. Crudge, what's your plan? Say there's a drink without a coaster? Push the security guard over. Pretend you're Blaze's spouse. Then you'd be marrying into the royal family. What's your heritage? Any war crimes I should know about? What? You're just far too plain. You would need to completely refashion immediately. You know what? Maybe we should try something else. Interesting. You gave up far too easily as well. We'd have to work on your fortitude. I said we'll try something else. With the card obtained, we need to get Blaze out of there. What's your plan? Drink without a coaster. Drink without a coaster. Tails is so disturbed by the drink without a coaster. Apparently, he does not know how to seal wood. Absolutely vile. I can think of nothing worse. Despicable. I would never allow such a thing in my kingdom. The guard will go running immediately, I'm sure of it. Great, and with the guard distracted, we'll all head to the elevator. Just like that, we all make it to the elevator, and inside we sing victory a cappella. Now that's a proper victory. Oh no, one last security measure we didn't account for. Speaking of sealing wood, is the dresser you staying still off-gassing? I don't know, probably not. Doesn't smell like it. We are up to 3,500 parts per million of CO2 though, since I've closed this door for 2 hours. 2 hours 18. Versus what it started at of 400. So maybe it is. Oh, gee, what in the world happened to my head? Well done. Thank you for the redemption, Wormhole. Big brain. Big and flat, though. Brain and brain. My head's got a couple extra heads on there, yeah.
Brain and brain! What is brain?
Indeed. What do we do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? Have Tails disable them? I should be able to disengage them. I just need some time. Well, that leads us nicely to our next question. Oh no, Tails is taking a while and the arms are tightening their grip. Crying, hopefully sympathize. Tails managed to do it. Darlings, I'm happy to say this plan is perfect. Everyone is ready, it's time to execute. I'm ready, let's begin. Alright, let's see what's up the elevator. Oh, we just appear in the vault? We don't get any of the shenanigans all the way in? Werewolf, thank you for the resubscription. Prime is always appreciated. Cheers. 15 months in a row. Huh. And also, a sip of rum. Don't ban me, Twitch. Well, supposed to be a sip of rum. So don't ban me, Twitch. Whew. That'll keep me warm. Not that I need to be warmed. I knew the plan would go off without a hitch. Couldn't have made it this far without you both. You have my gratitude. Our planning beforehand was very thorough, I must admit, and it was executed to perfection. Enough chatter. We claim our real prize. I have the save code right here in these blueprints. Let's claim our Fabergé Chow Egg. Hee. No question, this has got to be the safe with our treasure. Enter the code on the blueprint and find out. Rouge. Oh, on it, sweetheart. Let's see. 23041? Wow. It's here. Ha, I have it. Right, before anyone sees us, let's get out of here. Hold on, kiddo. We can't be so hasty. You truly think that's all there is to this egg? No further secrets whatsoever? Rogue, spit it out. What are you hiding? Only 3 of these eggs were ever made, each hiding their own individual secret. No one knows the secret, but anyone who opened one of these has never lived to tell the tale. You can open the egg? Yes, they generally hold something inside of them, yes. Sure can. All of you bear witness to its secret. The secret sounds like it's death. Death is inside of the egg. Rogue, Rouge, I don't know if you should. All you need to do is twist it. Tick, 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 tick. Is it gonna blow? There isn't really a good spot for me to be unless I put myself in the cloak, but I'll just pretend I'm here in front of them, I guess. Take a half step to this side. Tails, Trudge, Blaze. Oh. Rogue. No one has lived to tell the tail egg secret. Because each egg is a bomb. I think you're onto something, kid. It sure sounds like a bomb. We need to dispose of that egg now. Dispose of it after all our hard work? Rouge? Fine, but what do we do? Where do I put this thing? Excellent question. What do we do with a bomb? Oh! Hi. Let tails cool. So our options are twist the egg again, throw and lock it at the safe, which is what I would say. Toss the egg in the elevator, eat the egg, take one for the team, open it up to see if there are any wires to cut, smash the egg against the wall, have Blaze set the egg on fire. Let Tails cool it down with his tails. What? Stomp on the egg. Rock the egg to sleep. Oh. Okay. Let Rouge kiss the egg. Chaos control the egg away. Flip the egg upside down. Tell the egg to stop. Let it finish ticking and see what happens. Eat the egg. Yeah, eat it. Fucking Twitch app. It stop you from seeing that we got to our Fabergé egg and it's a bomb? Twist. Open up to see if there are any wires to cut. What do you mean by this? You know, red wire, blue wire, you gotta cut one, like the movies. This isn't a movie, Crutch, this is real life. Listen. Is it? Is it really? Ah, he's got a good point. Twist the egg again. Great idea. Stop. That's clearly not working. Let's think of something else. Tell the egg to stop. Stop. That did nothing? I can't believe I just did that. Let Rouge kiss the egg. As they say, love always prevails. You'll hear the ticking. What a prude. Rock the egg to sleep. Do you think this egg is just cranky and needs a nap? Is that what you're telling us? Everyone's always mad at the idea guy. Oh, it's taking away the ones we've tried. Flip the egg upside down. Reg, what's flipping it going to do? I don't know, try it. Nothing. Happy? Yes! Yes, I am! Fucking Twitch app on the Apple TV now randomly signs you out after a couple of hours? Not like months? Or at least weeks? Despite being a sub and Twitch Turbo shows you ads and you have to sign in again. Fuck you, Twitch software idiot fucks. I mean, they get that extra fraction of a penny out of you and piss you off. You know. Nothing like pissing off your user base. That earns you money, right? Eat the egg. Not without any salt, I won't. Really, Crudge? Listen. Probably a poor time for jokes, huh? Let Tails cool it down with his tails. Cool the bomb with your tails like a fan. Worth a try! They'll hear ticking however refreshing the breeze may be. Okay, new plan. Take one for the team. Here, give it to me. Get as far away from me as possible. Just remember me as a hero, as I am a hero. No, Crudge, we won't let you do that. I mean, if that's what they want, who are we to? Stop the microwave kid's obviously not going to sacrifice themselves. Their body's far too scrawny to contain any sort of blast. True. Let's think of something else, quick. Smash egg against wall. Alright, here goes nothing. Should probably think of a different plan. Stomp on the egg, just how I like my eggs, smushed. I'm guessing you don't like the idea. Not. Have Blaze set the egg on fire. Call me crazy, perhaps fire and explosives shouldn't mix. You don't think fire would neutralize and blast? You just like to say things, don't you, Crudge? Yes! This is correct! I just say whatever comes to my goddamn mind. I'm not supposed to stream every day. Whatever rolls in is what garbage in, garbage out. That's a stream. That's how this works. Maybe. Let it finish ticking and see what happens. Are you insane? Do you want us just to blow up? We need to dispose of the bomb, Crutch. That's our goal. Listen, I get that, but what if the egg isn't a bomb? Wait, that's right. Crutch, I think you're onto something. Huh? What's right? Spit it out, kiddo. We don't have any time. Sorry, it's just SBO did say something interesting when we quizzed him about the train's manual. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During the events, they can perform a variety of tasks that are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. The robot arms that attacked us in the elevator seem to have a lot of functions here on the train. If a bomb was brought onto the train disguised as this Fabergé Chow egg, the arms would have detected it and it wouldn't have allowed it on. What if it was on the train before the arms were installed, Tails? That's a possibility. Also, there must be a manual override. I found the source of the ticking. It's actually just a pipe bomb. The only other person who knows the coming and going to the train is the conductor, and he surely won't allow such a thing either. So if we're out of options, I think we should wait and see what happens. Damn it, I wanted to see the other options. I didn't think that was the real answer. I thought it was lock it in the safe. The egg opened. It's hollow, not a bomb at all. You both really were onto something. Phew! My, isn't that one way to get the heart racing? I'm completely relieved. My hunch was right. Thankful. Eee, look at what's inside. Oh, look at that sparkle. It's so heavy, too. Final secret to the Fabergé egg is a chow covered in gems. It's so perfect, it's exquisite, it's revolutionary. She drooling over a sparkly ornament? Probably worth a lot. Well, I must admit, it is stunning. You said nobody lives to tell the Fabergé Chow egg secret. I wonder if the egg wasn't a bomb. Because they weren't as tough as us, I don't know, who cares? What a precious treasure, a beauty to behold. Maybe they naturally died old and just kept the secret with them. As much fun as this has been, we gotta get out of here before we're spotted. Good call, let's go. So we heisted the train that I work on, so we're getting fired. Everyone had a good time, but also you stole a lot. Of 3 Fabergé Chow eggs, you stole one of them and the contents of it. So that would be who knows how many millions you owe. Or either I live on this train now to serve it indefinitely. No one seems to suspect anything, and the security guard is back at their post. Hopefully they subdued the drink coaster fiend, okay? Thank you both for your assistance. The hunt was exactly the thrill I was seeking. Stealing was strangely fun, but I prefer to never do it again. Now Rouge? Rouge? He's completely absorbed in that bedazzled chow. What? What is it? What is it, darling? About those blueprints. Now that you're done with them, maybe we could take a look? Well, I appreciate your assistance, as I said, finders, keepers. I need them a little longer in case I missed any other treasures, but I promise to let you take a peek later. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I'm sure you get it, sweetheart. You can't just add sweetheart to the end of a sentence to make things better. So disappointed. Tails is so disappointed in this. But I don't think there's any reasoning with her. She's more powerful than me. Well, we'll get out of your way for now then. We have a murder mystery to attend to. Before you go, Shadow gave me and Rouge one of these. He passed through earlier. Let me unlock the door so you can continue forward. You know, we have a lot of people mention you, Rouge. We also have just as much suspicion about Shadow. He's unpredictable, that one. Good luck to you. The door's unlocked. Both of you stay safe. Thanks again. Will do. Come on, Crutch, let's head out. Gotcha. The mystery continues. Ooh, we can pan over to a slot machine. We got some slot machines on that end. Poker chips. Eggman logo. I suppose he does deal a lot with casinos. He's an evil scientist that's always caused trouble for us in Sonic. If Sonic is famous, they must know who Dr. Eggman is. Every poker chip I've personally seen has Eggman's mug on it, so I'm not too surprised to see this here. That's fair. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised then. Dr. Eggman's built a lot of casinos to run around in, but I've never actually sat down to play for any fun. No, you're too used to running around and gambling in the air. Want to play some blackjack? I don't know how to play that. It's easy. Let me show you. Crud, we simply don't have time for this. We must avenge Sonic. Probably a good point. No, we don't. He's alright. Race and hold him. You know how to play that? I don't play either. We don't have time for this. Alright, fine. Ready to get going? No. A few more games. Don't let the unsolved murder slow you down. I won't. Jackpot. 1.8 million and 660. Knights Pinball. Wait. Are we getting Knights game? Are we getting a remake of Knights? Knights into Dreams. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a virtual console release, right? Oh right, there was a sequel on the Wii. Well, the fact they mentioned it here means it might get a re-release. Cheating is a no. Visit Twinkle Park. Should I give the slot machines a try? Yeah, play the slots. Alright, let's see. Big money. Big money. Well, I lost. Do I try again? Yes. Big money. Lost. Do I try again? Yes. If I keep doing this, will Tails eventually be like... yeah, there we go. Crudge, what do you expect to happen if you keep playing? Big money? If I get it this time, you'll see. Well, I lost, but maybe next time I get it? Yes. Big money. Big money. Big money. You know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over expecting a different outcome, right? Yes, but this is how slot machines work. Trying to get worried here. Don't worry, Tails, I got it this time. Well, I lost. Yes. Big money. Yes. Have you ever heard of the sunk cost fallacy? Sunk cost fallacy, the phenomenon where a person is reluctant to abandon a strategy or course of action because they've invested heavily in it, even when it's clear the abandonment would be more beneficial? Of course I've heard of it. Why do you ask? Oh, no reason. All right, big money. Big money. Yes. I'll be over here when you decide you're done. Big money. Yes. 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 I wonder if it eventually pays out. Was Sonic Knights the one where he was a werewolf? Sonic Knights? I don't know. Knights into Dreams is a different game. A much... It's a more vertical game than a Sonic game is. It's a very different game. But it's also a SEGA fan favorite. I suspect that there is nothing here, so it's time to go. Oh, thank goodness. I really thought I lost you there for a second. Yeah, let's go. So many chairs and stools and trees. Why are you... Robot Hand, why are you playing the machine? The capabilities of robot arms is quite spectacular. I'm impressed every time we see them. Can't help but wonder how they're controlled. Well, they're probably controlled by Dr. Eggman, who murdered Sonic. But no, Sonic's actually not dead, it's gone for cake. I don't know, the conductor was ordering it around a bit earlier. At the very least, things operate much smoother with them here. I wouldn't worry about it. That's true, they're very versatile. Garbage can. Tails, we must search the trash bin. Ah, it's empty. Oh? Oh, did I hear an O? I've always believed in a thorough investigation, even peeking in the trash. It's about persistence, Tails. My dad told me that when he met my mother, he would drive to her, work 2 hours away every Tuesday with a flower from his garden. He quickly agreed to a date, and when she arrived at the restaurant, she found 24 roses waiting for her. In the year the two were married. It's about caring, dedication, and persistence. That's very sweet and all, but all that's in the bin is a lollipop stick. A lollipop stick? Yeah, like the leftover stick from a lollipop. That's all they're there. Crudge? Crudge, is everything okay? Do you need me to bring you a flower? Tails, that's very, given the story we just told, that's very flirtuous of you. Just Leave me be. Pulling off that heist was much more enjoyable than the rest of these casino games. Your alibi? Do you think you can go over your alibi again for us, Blaze? When Amy began the murder mystery, what did you do? We left the dining car and Rouge pulled me aside to talk about the Fabergé chow egg. We walked and talked to the casino car, where we went our separate ways. I scoped around to discover the egg was here. Scooped around. After that, I played the slot machines. The train did a suspicious jolt, which was odd, but I didn't leave the car. I gave Amy her present when she stopped by. Shadow passed through as well, but it was brief. He gave me the exit key and left. Interesting. Do you have any sort of proof you were here playing the slots? I do actually. I kept winning, so I saved the cash out voucher. Take a look. Let's see here. 14,000 credits. Not rings, credits. Republic Tectarians. That's an enormous payout. How did you... I'm just naturally lucky, I suppose. I smirk. She's so self-aware. Well, thank you for your time, Blaze. Anytime, Tails. And do tell Cream I said hi, won't you? Of course, can do. I mean... I guess Cream is a chow. That's what these things are called. What's up? Again for your help earlier. Now what can I do for you, darlings? Your alibi. Do you think you can go over your alibi again for us, Rouge? My brain is just like, that's not right. Cream is another character, yes, but it looks like this thing, this guard, so it's the same type of creature. Is it? I always thought it was this thing. Okay, Tails, also you're not going to college? Don't worry, why? How old is Tails supposed to be? Sonic. If I type Sonic Cream, what am I going to find? Okay, yeah, nope, it's a rabbit. It's always with one of these floating blue things, though. You also had to search and thought the same thing. I asked the internet for Sonic Cream. This might be a mistake. What did you do? Well, once Amy paired Blaze and I up, I immediately roped her in on my Fabergé chow egg hunt. We split up at the casino car, and I went searching for the blueprints. I went back through the library and the saloon cars till I found it in the library car. Did you see Sonic at all during your search? Sonic? No, I don't believe so. I remember him at the dining car at the beginning. Do you have anything to support that claim? Listen, plenty of people saw me poking around. I have the blueprints on me. I hardly had any time to chase Sonic down, murder him, and find the blueprints myself. We appreciate you answering our question, Rouge. Please take care now. Likewise, darling. Okay. I guess it's time to dip. Ready to get going? Yeah. Go find Shadow. And figure out who murdered Sonic. Oh, these things are usually with Cream. Modern Rouge, the bat. I don't know if we have Modern Rouge, but I know the Mod Ren Rogue subreddit is also a joke subreddit related to the Modern Rogue because of typos. I don't know if we got the Modern Rouge. Good time as any to clean out my pockets. Oh, Amy's mad. I know you won't talk, but I know exactly why you've been locking these doors. It's hard to get a word in as you talk over me. I have my reasons. No reason is convincing enough. It's inconceivable what you did. Hey, what's going on? So you made it here, Tails? I didn't expect the Iron Chef as well. Oh, we'll see what you say when your microwave chili dog's delicious. I'd also like to know why you've been locking doors throughout the train, Shadow. Well, it seems Amy already knows, so ask her. Not saying a thing. You will have to tell me why. There a giant crystal or chaos crystal in here? Chaos emerald? Now, if you could leave me be, I have an appointment coming up. Appointment? But who wants to meet with him? Well, Crudge, it seems like Shadow isn't going to talk. Let's do some investigating. Alright, ready to find some answers, Tails. Indubitably, my dear Crudge. A wardrobe. You open the wardrobe, please. Sure. Wait, the reason you want me to do it? What if something falls out? Or worse, what if someone leaps out? I just think you should do it. Well, thanks, Tails. Alright, Watcher Pro. Oh. Apparently we're dying. All this dust, you opened the door too fast. It blew everywhere. It's fine. Oh, a hidden rope. Do you see this? A pull string? Crudge! What? It's gotta activate something. What? The back of the wardrobe is opened. There's a full passageway back here. Come on, we have to see where this leads. He's curious, this must mean something big. Leads to the library. This is the library. There's a secret passage from the lounge to the library. Are we on a train? How's there a secret passage to anywhere? Wait. Mod that? Mod what? Oh. Mod Renru? Rouge? Mod Ren... I don't know. There's a couple of them. Vagic. Magic. I mean, Vagic. I don't believe it. Shh. Quick, back to the passage before they spot us. Add that to our inventory. Hidden passages added to your inventory. Magic. Your fat fingers. It's fine. Presenting the Big Chow Band. Take a beat. Visit a music plant zone. Another robot arm just doing its thing. As an employee, do you have any power over these arms? Can you tell it to do something? Oh no, but I'll give it a shot. Hey, robot arm, can you... give me a high five? I need to be listening to you. But I can give you a high five? Oh, sweet. Big band. Here's the Big Chow Band. Play us a ditty. They don't miss. Those chows understand music, did they? It was a jam. Oh, different music. Well, different stingers, effectively. That was spiritual? Do you not listen to the music that's usually playing when you're running through random areas with Sonic Tails? It's pretty dope. You're sober right now, but you think vodka would only improve your typing. I'll buy it. I feel reawakened. I do? Oh hey, some keys, and a printer, and a trash can. Well, first of all, trash can. Tails. No. Tails, I think we should check the trash bin. Every trash bin's an empty, Crudge, and you've been disappointed every time. Are you going to get sad again if there's nothing in the trash bin, Crudge? Always something in the trash bin. Alright, let's check out the trash bin. What's this? Ah! Someone printed out the front page of a ticket website for the band Hot Honey. Interesting, Hot Honey is one of Amy's favorite bands. Who cares what it is? Let's add it to our inventory. We sure it isn't just trash? I'll let you have this. There's always success if you check the trash bin. Crumpled paper is added to your inventory. Wow, Tails, you have to check this out. What a view. Don't realize this train would drive along the coast. Spectacular, isn't it? I just want to hop out and take a dip in the ocean. This big purple dude with a fishing rod feels familiar. The fact that I know that he's gigantic is probably a telltale sign that he's familiar. The train wasn't so nice to be on, I'd agree. Despite the murder lingering in the air. Despite the murder lingering in the air? Just thought the same thing. Yes. A printer! The printer's hooked up to the computer. Can we print something? Print Sonic singing a song? Or Sonic rowing a boat? Both of these are things that the printer doesn't do well, given that it's motion or... Well, I guess you could have a picture of the motion. It's hard to have a picture of singing. This printer's surprisingly tricky to use. No, that's a normal printer. Tricky? Yeah, the user interface isn't very clear, but I won't let it stump me. And here you go. Yep, this is exactly what I asked for. Quietly set back on the printer. I'll quietly set this back on the printer. Computer! They told me about this in my interview. The lounge has a computer complete with internet access for casual browsing. How lovely, this seems convenient. It is, a shame to be on the computer and missing these gorgeous views though. I feel like if you're using the computer here, you must really need to use it. 2 keys. Keyring must be Shadow's, the locksmith. Interesting, there's only 2 keys. I figured a locksmith would have a bunch. Wanna take it? Yeah, let's take it. Why not? Let's teeth this key. So that's the big cat. That's Big the Cat, I think. Is that really his name? Big the Cat? I believe you, because that tracks. We have the 2-tailed fox here named Tails. Yep. If we found enough clues, let's go interrogate Shadow and find out what really happened. I want to talk to Amy? Glad you two finally caught up. Surprised it took you so long to get here. I thought you wanted to save Sonic. You've been thorough. Do you have any clues for us? Just a hot tip, but they'll all be revealed in due time. I think I'll be shedding a big light on the whole case. I hear sharing is caring. No way, journalist reporter Amy Rose is always first to reveal a scoop. When you're ready to challenge Shadow, talk to him, then I'll be ready. Also curious to what she seems confident. Question for moi? You know the journalist can't be the murderer, right? The London train will confiscate any weapons brought on board, but you had your hammer the whole time. It's a good point. Simple. The birthday girl gets whatever the birthday girl wants. And I don't go anywhere without my hammer. Birthday law. We should have known. It overrides real laws. You want to roll down the street with your AK? It's allowed on your birthday. Everybody knows the birthday rules. Make sense to me. Now, no more questions. When you're ready to challenge Shadow, talk to him. I'll be ready. Is this an official Sonic game, by the way? It's published by SEGA, so yes. What's the development team called? Is it one of the SEGA internal studios? Yeah, developer SEGA, publisher SEGA. So it is made and published by SEGA, so it is an official Sonic game. This was their April Fool's joke, was this game, and it's free. So, joke, I don't know. Certainly a thing they did, though, for April Fool's Day. Why'd you come over here? There's nothing I can help either of you with. I ask that you leave me be. It's there, it's so cold. You know, maybe we'll get out of here, actually. Roger, we certainly will not. Interrogation. Shadow, we have questions for you. Get out, I'm busy. As I said, I have an appointment to attend to. Sorry, but this is important. Shadow, we've questioned everyone on this train, and every single person is mentioned running into you. We've been locking every door in this train, and I know why. Pray tell, why was I locking all the doors? Hehe. time to reveal my hot tip. Someone said, hope everyone's ready for a scoop found by yours truly. Ready, our bodies are ready. According to the map, the next car is the conductor's car where Sonic was stationed. This door right here in the lounge car is the only door that leads to the conductor's car. Following? So Shadow was locking all these doors for one reason and one reason alone, to keep Sonic from escaping the conductor's car. Do you think Shadow was trapping Sonic? I sure do. He locked the conductor's car, then locked all the others so the one locked door wasn't suspicious. Pure conjecture. You all get out and leave me be. He needs to go to his next interview for not Starbucks. I've known Americans who've seen emotional support AKs. Nah. Well, my source can back up these claims. They'll remain anonymous, but I think that the point stands. My source claims they never saw Sonic again after he went to the conductor's car. Why? Because he was trapped and couldn't leave the conductor's car. Reckless speculation. Did the logic sound though? Was Shadow trapping Sonic? I'll play along and follow this train of logic. Amy, if Shadow did lock the door to the conductor's car imprisoning Sonic, then how was Sonic found in the dining car? Exactly. I think Crutch and I could explain the car change though. However, Crutch, what evidence do we have that shows Sonic could have gotten to the dining car? The secret passage. Oh, time for some gameplay. Oh, hey, there are fireballs falling now. How many more do I need? I have enough. We're good. Bridge and I found a hidden passage in the wardrobe that leads right to the library car. What? A secret passage? So someone could have used the passage, snuck through the library car, walked past the distracted boys playing arcade, and safely arrived at the dining car. Excellent work, Crudge. This adjusts my theory a bit. So Shadow murdered Sonic in the conductor car, but then thought the crime scene being so close to his station was suspicious. Shadow picked up Sonic, locked the door to the conductor car on the way out, then dropped the body off the dining car. You officially accusing Shadow of the murder? I am, but of course this is just a theory. I don't have any evidence to back this up other than my hot scoop. Tails and I were more thorough than you. If Shadow's not going to talk, then I'll humor you once again. If Shadow traveled through the hidden passage and appeared in the library car, then how did Espio and Vector not see him? Well, I suppose it'd be hard to sneak around two people. Crutch, you have any guesses? Oh, well, Espio and Vector didn't see Shadow because Espio was reading. I believe Espio was behind a bookshelf at the table reading. Reading the library checks out, that's what he told me too. He lied. What was that, Shadow? That I completely obliterated Knuckles and Vector at whatever game I left the saloon car. I spent some time looking for Espio, but he was not there. He was not in the library car. Like I'd believe you, you're currently my #1 suspect. Why were you even searching for Espio, huh? You must know I need to give him a key. As if, why would a locksmith be giving away his keys? Shadow's been giving away a lot of keys, actually. Everyone but us, it seems. That's true, everyone's been able to unlock the next door for us. I didn't know that. Shadow's been passing out keys? Perhaps Crutch and I can further validate Shadow's claims. We can do what now? Crutch, what evidence supports Shadow claim that he was giving keys away? He's running low on keys. Feels good. Now time to get my thoughts in order. Really? The keys weren't a hint that he was giving away keys? The lack of keys on this keyring that we commented about earlier. Oh. Scraping these spikes and not getting punished for it, apparently. Oh, that's not great. Oh. Wow, is this shit fault? There's only one reason there's exactly 2 keys on that keyring. Those were the 2 keys Shadow meant to give to Espio and Vector. Espio and Vector. No way! Well, what of his own key? Couldn't one of those be for him? I have my own key on me. Interesting. So let's say Shadow's telling the truth, then what? If Shadow hadn't murdered Sonic and bring him to the dining car, then what possible reason could he have for locking all the doors? She's right, her theory is strong. Tails and I certainly haven't presented any possibilities. Is Shadow really innocent in Sonic's murder? I think Crudge and I know exactly why Shadow was locking all the doors. We're gonna ruin this man's gift? We're dicks. Let's do this. Why does he keep including me too? First of all, I may just have one question for you. Has everyone today given you a birthday present? Oh, most everyone. Yeah, everyone's been so sweet. Shadow, yeah, we're about to ruin your gift, Shadow. That look of hatred you're giving us, that's deserved. We dicks. We about to ruin this for you. Shadow and Sonic haven't given me anything yet, but that's okay. Just them being here is enough. Understood. Thank you, Amy. Crudge? Yes, Tails? I have a theory, but I need a piece of evidence to support it. We know Shadow walked through every train car locking the exits, and he gave everyone stationed in the car a key, except for you, me, and Amy. Right, the conductor gave Amy her birthday key, not Shadow. So why would he lock all the doors and not give us a key? Shadow couldn't find us. Maybe, but Shadow knew Amy, and you and I started in the dining car. He could have given us keys if he wanted to. It's a compelling argument, so maybe want to keep us away. Shadow locking out the door to keep us away. Not us, Crudge. I'm making a leap here, but stick with me. I think Shadow trying to keep Amy away. What? Excuse me? Shadow would never do that. It's my birthday. You know it's my birthday, right? Don't you, Shadow? How dare Crudge show me evidence? Huh? Shadow's trying to keep me away. Prove it. You've been so thorough or whatever. What proof do you have? Why is this my fault? Tails thinks Shadow is trying to keep Amy away. Why? What evidence shows Shadow didn't want Amy to know? We're gonna ruin his gift. This one. Feels right. Just organize my thoughts. Fast, apparently. Oh, okay, gotta go faster. Gotta juke harder. Jukes. Oh. That's enough rings. We're good. You went rooting through the trash. What is that? We found this in the trash next to the printer. It's of a band's ticket website. Tails? Don't? Yep. Thank you for the submission, Wormhole. I search Sonic Green. Yeah, Shadow has every right to be pissed with us. This is Honey Hot's website. No way, I love them. Hot Honey? It's the band I'm currently obsessed with. Jeremy B is my favorite. All the members have B after their name? Yes, isn't it cute? I haven't gotten to any of their shows yet to see them though. Their tickets are really hard to get. You have to be ready online at a specific time and they sell out in minutes. So the question becomes, why was this paper found in the train car Shadow was stationed in? Because he tried to buy tickets for you and we're real dicks about this. Watch yourself, Fox. Situation becoming much clearer. I don't know how Tails figured things out so soon, but I see where he's headed. The printout of the Honey Hot band ticket website exists because Shadow's a big Honey Hot fan. No, Shadow's buying tickets for Amy. What, Shadow, is this true? You trying to get me concert tickets for my birthday? I've done a poor job hiding the surprise, it seems. Yes, I'm trying to get you concert tickets for your birthday. Shadow. I used that printer earlier and I found it difficult to manage. When logging into the website, did you print the homepage by accident? Yes, that's exactly what happened. Not fantastic with computers, admittedly. I can't believe this after I accused you of murder. Spill everything, Shadow. The cat's out of the bag. I want to know everything. Fine, the surprise is ruined anyways. Oof, probably our fault there. Yeah, no shit. Oh, sorry. It's all a detective job, I suppose. When I arrived on the train, I realized everyone else had a gift except for me. Word from my social status, I immediately began brainstorming ideas and saw the computer. Remembered Amy had never seen the Honey Hot live and looked it up, so when I accidentally printed the homepage. Concert tickets weren't actually on sale, I realized, but would be available soon. Is that the appointment you keep speaking of, the time you're able to actually buy the concert tickets? Precisely, I haven't purchased the tickets yet. I knew I had to keep Amy away while I waited to buy the tickets, so I began locking all the doors. But for the safety of everyone, I handed out keys so they could get in and out, telling them not to let anyone through. Didn't work. Amy still managed to make it here somehow. Because the conductor gave me this. This key opens any door on the train. I've got it through every locked door with ease. The plan's fatal flaw, the birthday key. Should have guessed, well-known privilege. Shadow, your gesture's so sweet after I accused you too. How about this? Let's buy the tickets later, and to make it up to you, you can come with me. I don't know if, too late, it's happening. I can't wait. Show of a lifetime. Fine. Happy birthday, Amy. Lots of pictures from the concert, you two. No! You don't have to have your phone out to take pictures to prove you were at the goddamn concert. Just enjoy the concert. Seems the mystery of Shadow's locked doors finally reached the end. I'm with my source for all this. This wasn't a hot tip at all, leading me to believe Shadow is behind everything. My credibility as a journalist reporter down the drain. Amy, I'm curious, who's the source for your big scoop? I'd like to know as well. Sorry, strictly confidential. My credibility may be shot, my principles may stay intact. Strong feeling I know exactly who your source is. But we need to investigate one last area, the conductor's car. I'm with you. I'd love to know who's been dragging my name through the mud. I'll join as well. Time to see this through the end. I'm pretty sure Sonic has a cake and is alive. We're more than happy to have you both. Crudge, I hate to say it, but I believe our investigation is finally coming to a close. The pieces are coming together. The full picture is becoming clearer and clearer. Let's end this tale so we'll pin down Sonic's murderer for good. Right on, let's do it. Sure. Conductor, I'm sure. Hope he's alive. Secret patch the whole time, that would have been very useful. Yeah, the library's close to the bathroom, would have been really convenient. Your priorities are different. We go to the conductor's car. Let's finish this. It's now or never, really. Conductor's gone. I really sort out my evidence before I continue. Short time working this train, I haven't visited the conductor car yet. Feels empty? Wait, where's the conductor? That's odd, I haven't seen him in the train at all. Apparently there's secret passages on this train, so somehow connecting cars. Last time I saw him when he left the dining car. Something clearly happened here. Nothing we can't figure out. Come on, time to investigate. Let's crack on. Vent. Large one. Seems like at least one person can fit through. Not a problem for me, but I'm not sure how you'd get up there. Wait, why would it be a problem for you? Tails. Oh, the tails. Right. Because he can fly? Notice these screens throughout the entire street. Have you? This is the first one I noticed. Yeah, they're used for showing information in advertisements. They're nice. The picture is really clear. I would watch a full movie on one. Saw a slide that said "Happy Birthday, Amy." That was so cute. The next ad being for nasal medication was a little jarring, though. The high-quality screens probably didn't do that ad any favors. Not at all. Perhaps too much detail. Microphone. We can talk to the whole train with this. Should I say something? They're beatboxing. Crudge, why are you reaching for the mic? Just offering, I guess, some musical entertainment. That was impressive, Crutch. Thank you for sharing. Well, at least Tails appreciates shenanigans, apparently. Wow, the conductor looks so young in his uniform. He's been here a long time. After 32 years, he told me he's finally retiring. So he's headed to Spangona with his wife. I hope they have a great trip. 32 years is a long time. I wish them a lot of happiness. Any future sorrow be fleeting. Yes, I wish that too. Trash can. You know, I'm alright. I don't need to check the trash bin. Satisfied with finding a clue here before, huh? You know what they say, always check the trash bin, but I'm good. I'm going on a high note. No, but check the trash bin. Does this follow when the train sped up? Not sure, wait. What's it say on the mug? A cup of joe in your hand, wife by your side, paradise. Alright, we get it, he loves his wife. The robot arm's been completely torn off. Yuck, how creepy, why? The arm is powerful, it would be tough to break it out of its grip. A lot of people here have the strength to tear this off, but the question is why? Confrontation definitely occurred in this room, we should log this. Aye, sir. Broken robot arm is added to your inventory. I didn't realize these robot arms could also drive the train. Why doesn't the train drive the train? I mean, I guess a robot arm works too, but trains can drive themselves. That is within the capabilities of modern trains. And if you can make a robotic arm, you can make the train drive itself without the need for a robotic arm. Wormhole? What is this an image of? Better not be of Sonic and Cream. Oh, double eyes, that's fine. That's a good one. Glorious. So, can't access every function of the train like the conductor can. Teach you how to drive it? Oh no, just how to work the microwave. I recognize some of these functions, maybe I could drive the train. I would completely trust you to drive the train. Yeah, you can fly a plane. Same actually. Sure, you could drive the train flawlessly. Ah, guys. You can fly a plane, I assume you can drive a train. You think I would share that kind of image? I don't know, it depends on how funny it is. What's this? Was someone playing darts? That's not a throwing dart, that's a blow dart. Someone brought a weapon onto this train. That shouldn't be possible. Tails is right, the train detects any weapons on a passenger before letting them board. Upset for the birthday girl! Let me make a note of this. Blow dart is added to your inventory. If we found enough clues, let's talk to Amy and solve this once and for all. You too? Think you have enough evidence for me to call everyone here? High time we named a suspect. Do you think Crudge ready to solve the case? Yeah, sure. Birthday girl speaking, please report to the conductor car at once. Everyone. Wonderful to have you all here. Tails and I are ready to announce our prime suspect with assistance from Crudge. Why hasn't Sonic shown up? Vector, real quick, can you come with me to get Sonic? He must still be pretending to be dead, lazy bum. Ready, let's go get him. Let me tell you, darlings, this has been a delight. A delight? The air in here is so intense, I love it. Nothing like the thrill of a mystery. The train has so many amenities, I feel catered to. Admittedly, I've been having a lot of fun myself, the amusement of a chase. See why you're a detective outside of this mystery, SBO. You and I love a good thrill, it seems. But on this train, I'm but a humble poet. I'd be willing to do an event like this again. It says here the train does escape rooms as well. I love escape rooms, count me in. So glad everyone's having a good time. Maybe we could ride a train just to relax sometime. That'd be fun too. SBO, Knuckles. What in the world? Amy's voice. Quick, where's Amy? He's actually dead? There you go. Not responding to us. Sonic! Sonic! What, is he hurt? Why isn't he moving? Sonic, can you hear us? He's banged up. If there's a pulse, it's weak. Put him down, Vector. Make sure his head is propped up. I'll help you. I knew one of you would take this too far. Which one of you did this to Sonic? On my birthday, no less. Will this really be one of us? No one else here, Knuckles? So I'll ask again, which one of you did this? is inexcusable. Sonic's hurt! And expose the monster who did this. Tails is not having it. I thought Sonic could handle anything, but somehow he met his match. Get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Me too. Same! We're gonna figure this out exactly what happened in this room and punish the one responsible. Sonic? He really was hurt the whole time and I did nothing. That's right, we checked on him at the start. We're just like, he seems kind of mashed. Bah! They say he's fine. I guess we'll just leave him laying unconscious on the floor here. I'm righting my wrong. I must take down the murder. I have a good question to ask. Who in this room did this? Who killed Sonic the Hedgehog? What? Oh, okay. Amy's the only one who could bring a weapon on, though. Spio, you're the one who murdered Sonic, weren't you? No such thing, my young friend. But if a battle of wits is what you wish, I'd love to discuss things. Let's discuss. What the? You're accusing Espio? We already talked about this. Man is reading. You have nothing. Restating Espio's alibi would be helpful for everyone, I think. Espio was locked in the library car reading. He only had access to the saloon car during the murder. However, new evidence has come to light that needs to be addressed. New evidence. Oh, that's right. Crouch, could you fill everyone in? What did we find out that brings his alibi in? Hidden passage. Espio could have left the library at any time because Tails and I found a hidden passage from the library car to the lounge car. In the lounge, the hidden passage exits behind the wardrobe. I feel lucky we even found it. Not only would Espio avoid any locked doors, but this would put him in the car just before this one. You have no evidence I used any secret passage. I answered all your questions without a flaw. I was reading the entire time, remember? True, you didn't miss a question. I think Credit and I could explain that too, right? Did Espio know everything in the train manual he was reading? He's a poet, quick reader. Ninja like him speed reads. He was a ninja, he's fluent in 17 different languages and remarkably disciplined. What are you getting at? You picked a random book from the shelf and memorized it, just to guarantee yourself a clean alibi. What? That's absurd. Memorizing a whole book? I know this is a talented book, but that seems like a lot. I don't know, it's plausible Espio is particularly skilled. Known Espio a long time, he once speed read a book I was reading just to spoil the ending for me. Dick move, bro! But also hilarious. Eat shit knuckles, read faster. If I'm right, Espio quickly memorized a book before entering the hidden passage. Espio could have met Sonic at the conductor's car where he was murdered. Since we're only talking in what ifs, let me throw something at you. How's I to know about the hidden passage? It's hidden. That's right, how would Espio have known it was there? You said yourself, kid, you're lucky to even find the passage. Crudge and I might not have the evidence to answer your question. We know someone who does, right, Crudge? Who here has evidence to prove Espio knew about the hidden passage? Rouge, we need to see those blueprints. Blueprints? You stole the blueprints? Whatever, I already used it for scout for more treasures. Came up cold. You can have it. Blueprints are added to your inventory. Right here is a blueprint for the entire train. Espio could have easily used this to find the hidden passage. What makes you think I ever saw the blueprints? Rouge had them. Well, Crutch, do you have any answer for him? How could Espio have seen those blueprints? Espio found them before, Rouge did. Where'd you find the blueprints? Oh, the library car was stuffed with the brochures. I checked the saloon car first and found the blueprints after leaving. Espio had time to find the blueprints and discover the hidden passage. In my theory, Espio looked at the blueprints and then used the hidden passage to get to Sonic. Within Amy's guideline, the murderer can kill a single participant however they choose. The logistics are still vague, but Crutch and I have evidence on how Sonic was murdered. I'm not sure how much harm Espio caused Sonic, but I think Crutch and I have evidence on how it was done. This is rich, pray tell. If I murdered Sonic, how did I do it? Blow dart. I have to form my argument. Murder mystery, usually you just touch them on the arm and just be like, yep, you're out. Oh my goodness. Okay. The bounce pad didn't trigger? I guess you can't jump onto a bounce pad. You must run onto it. Hey, that's enough coins. Sorry, rings. I'm gonna do that a lot. Blood dart was found in the conductor's room. Conductor. With SPO used this to knock Sonic unconscious. So you mean Sonic might just be knocked out? When sure, he's more banged up than what a blow dart would do. According to Amy's rules, a blow dart counts as a kill for the murderer mystery. Theory therefore is plausible. Plausible to say, then why are there so many holes in it? You deny the allegations? Of course I do. Let me present the first fatal flaw. If I knocked out Sonic in the conductor's car, then how was Sonic found in the dining car? Oh, shoot, that's a good point. Tails was onto something, for sure of it. I locked all the doors, and SPO didn't have a key. He would have had to take the hidden passage back. Hidden passage back, he'd end up back at the library. Really, I know another way it could have been done. Do? He said, oh, we need to take a closer look at. Blueprints? And what is my argument? Okay. So the vent? Not enough rings. Big oof. I get it. I definitely pressed space. There you go. That's a little bit more than 65. Take a look. Blueprint. Vespo didn't take the secret patch to get to the dining car, then what route did he take to get there? There is a path above the conductor car that goes all the way to the dining car. Huh, I didn't even see that area. Some sort of log attic? According to these blueprints, there's a hidden path in the ceiling that leads straight to the dining car. Perhaps you can access it through the vent over there. Vent, of course, that must be the entrance to the path. I'm gonna check it out. My word. There's a path back there, and a track. Track? For the robot arms, I think. Maybe a path the arms take to move throughout the train. You're saying I somehow fit with Sonic into that vent and took him to the dining car. Tails, you're a smart kid, so I know you realize we both couldn't fit up there. Feels right, this feels flimsy, Tails. In answer, my name's getting dragged around here. How on earth would I get Sonic through the vent? With the arms help. Nothing about my argument. You can do this, Crudge. Oh, well, I guess we're doing another piece here of this minigame. you don't react fast enough for jumps that quick. Yeah. I'm a ring short. Yeah, it doesn't want to jump, like, as fast as you would expect. You think you're on the ground and you can jump again. It's not always the case. Maybe it's too many inputs? Like, the game is rejecting inputs? Not that the keyboard isn't doing inputs, the game is just rejecting that many inputs? That's enough. One saw the broken robot arm on the ground, right? Well, your fight broke out here and one of these robot arms was a casualty, but what if one of the robot arms actually caught Sonic? Knuckles said there's a track the robot arms use that continues through the vent. The robot arm could have grabbed Sonic passed out from a blow dart and carried him to the dining car. Could be true. Take a look at Sonic, he's clearly banged up. Could the fight have been between Sonic and the robot arms? I can see that. Those arms do look powerful. Sonic doesn't fall easily, but if he's woozy from a blow dart, the arms could have gotten him. Interesting theory, Tails, but you have to admit these are a lot of coincidences. I might not be able to link everything directly to SBO yet, but I have found one inconsistency. Kind of inconsistency. Someone here received false information. I believe that information came from SBO. Who received that information? Who received false information? What do you mean who received false information? He lied about where he was. Shadow said he didn't see him. Not quite right. Amy? Someone here received a hot scoop that turned out to be false. Who was it? I clicked on Amy. You see the hot scoop, did you not? I think it's time you told us where the scoop came from. Tails, you're right. SBO lied to me. SBO told me Shadow was locking doors to trap Sonic, but we found out Shadow was trying to keep me from discovering my birthday surprise. That scoop came from you, SBO? Oh, of course not. Amy must have misheard me. Misheard you? Yes, I said, Sonic's getting trapped with all these locked doors. Just looking out for my fellow passengers' safety, I don't blame Shadow. Oh no, SBO. What? The evidence might not be airtight, but there's a lot being thrown at you that makes sense. I have to agree, you want us to believe you were lazily reading the whole time, while you were stationed in the room with a hidden passage. Now you're lying to me on my birthday of all days. Believe the murderer used the train's controls to move Sonic from the conductor's car to the dining room car, and lied to Amy, casting farther blame on Shadow for no other reason than to cause doubt and confusion. When examining everyone's alibis, one clearly stands out as the weakest. I believe it's clear to everyone there could only have been one person. It was you, SBO. Oh look, there's the player character. It was posed with Tails pointing at the camera. You were the one who murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh look, Sonic's awake. Sup? Oh, you're alive. Sonic, we just solved the mystery. SBO was the murderer. Right. SBO jumped me in the conductor car. Dang it, you got me. Blow dart though, really? The non-lethal potion, you'll just be sleepy for a while. Great, I could use a nap. No wait, there's something important. SBO left me there. Something important. I need everyone to listen. The train's a badnik. Sonic, are you feeling alright? I needed to lie back down. No, we all need to get off this train. We're not safe. What? When I arrived at the conductor car, the conductor was already here. He was so excited to tell me all about the features of the train, but when he was telling me I had a bad feeling, I asked to see the power source. The conductor hadn't even seen it. When we took a look, we realized the train's powered by a flicky. Flicky? The tiny animal? There's only one person twitched enough to use a flicky as a power source. Dr. Eggman! I told the conductor the train needed to be destroyed. He refused. The way the conductor was describing it, it's more than a simple badnik. It's the conductor's friend. The train is his co-conductor. You're not serious. They certainly didn't tell me that in the interview. Right. When we saw Sonic, I felt a sting in my shoulder. It was the blow dart from SPO. SPO left. The lights in the room started to glow red. Conductor, hey, stop, what are you doing? I knew something was wrong and stood up. The arms came for me next. I spin dashed right through the robot arm, sliced it off at the rail it was on. Wow, Macy was able to do any of that poisoned. Another robot arm managed to grab me and pin me to the floor. Oh, the conductor screamed as the arms approached him, but I was hit quite a bit before it all got to me. Sure. Oh no. Where's the conductor? He dead? He dead. Everyone has something to admit? I murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. We already know that. Yeah, we already know that. The situation had gotten so serious. Why would you not just tell us? I thought that's how these murder games worked. You shoot someone with a blow dart, they die. Crazy? It's just a make-believe game. No one should get hit with a blow dart. I was following the rules. Use this blow dart on Sonic Station in the laced with a non-lethal sleeping agent. Thank you again for choosing the Mirage Express staff. See? What is that? It says, yeah, I read it out loud. It's laced with a non-lethal sleeping agent. Thank you again for choosing Mirage Express staff. What is this, instructions? I was given the blow dart along with that card. It's signed staff. Who gave this to you? Come to think of it, one of the robotic arms handed it to me. Weapons shouldn't be allowed on the train. What is the larger picture here? Who instructed these arms to attack? Who or what? Crutch, who do you think attacked Sonic and handed SPO the blow dart? Train itself. I believe there's something been orchestrating things behind the scenes. Something wanted Sonic out of the picture for a good while, so I think the train itself is plotting something. First we learned the train's a bad thing, now it's out to get us? Once again, you keep saying the most ridiculous nonsense. You're seriously convinced the train is out to get us. I don't know what the train's full intent is, but clearly it's been tampering with our murder mystery game. Train? Come out and show yourself. Amy, it's a train. It's my birthday, I don't need you messing with it. Hitting the wall with her hammer. With you, Amy, this train can have it. Come on, there's gotta be another way to get the train's attention. What was that? Yeah, you've pissed off the train. It's in lockdown mode now. What did you two do? Is that the conductor? Here, I can get him down. Don't touch him. Is that the train talking? Of course I can talk. You feel back to playing your little game to figure it out. Yeah, we were right, weren't we? What are you plotting? I'm taking all of you to Eggman's base, where you will rot. Eggman? Try to deliver your annoying party right to his egg fortress. Annoying? The conductor and I will be free to laugh and play games, ride the open rails like we always planned. What are you... Enough. Train's picking up speed. Oh, the train's picking up speed. So the train just wants to always be with its conductor friend, who can grab onto something. Maybe this button turns the train off. Oh, Sonic. Stay put until we arrive. Goodbye. No. I keep my footing. Oh, we fell and hit our head. We're gonna wake up when the game is done. Oh, a bunch of ends has fallen out of my pockets. Oh, good. My head, Tails, Amy, is anyone in there? Hello. Hello. No need to yell, bud. Sonic, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Ain't in there. It seems the train arms threw us back into the dining car. Everyone else. Great question, but for now, are you alright? Sonic the Hedgehog asking about me. I feel terrible. Yeah, things aren't looking the brightest. But when the situation's dark, it's up to us to shine on the way forward. Sonic's just as cool as everyone says. Let's get our bearings and take a look around. Good idea. Lead the way. Yellow glow is chilling. I missed when it was just showing us the weather. Well, that's better than yellow glow, I guess. Eggman. Hello? Anyone there? Why is no one responding to me? I missed the yellow glow already. Got some nerve showing up here, Eggman. Oh ho ho, you spiky blue pest. It seems you've finally taken passage on one of my passenger trains. You created this train? Who the heck are you? Don't talk to me. Knowing that, they certainly didn't talk about you in my interview. My involvement is well-known, civilian. The infrastructure in your town just wasn't cutting it. If I were to build Eggman Land, these problems would need to be sorted out. So Eggman, with his plan to conquer the world, his first thing that he looked at was public transit is so shit, I'm going to fix it now. Eggman, apparently the hero the world needs. Are they just train scared? Oh. Oh, what will I form into? Oh. Oh, that's fine. I didn't need the rest to be anyways. Just one very shoe-shaped head. So I courageously got it. Yeah, public transit is so bad that Eggman decided to fix it before he took over the world. Converted some cargo trains into passenger trains for the sake of the public, just to be more useful for future schemes. I guess another death egg. Dr. Predictable. The people's fair grand giant spares its science. Let's cut to the chase. Where are our friends? Judging by my security cameras, your pathetic friends are locked in the cars they were stationed in. Seems you managed to make the train quite upset. Did you not know this was happening? Heavens no, I'm only now getting caught up. I'm far too busy to notice what a passenger train is up to. See, the capabilities of Badnik is normally very basic. Just kill Sonic the Hedgehog. For a luxury train, I wanted things ran without my supervision. And report to me if any of you happened aboard. The train's capable of intellectual thought is extraordinary, a feat only accomplished by my genius. This confirms that the train really is sentient. Yes. Sufficient to say your capture is inevitable. You're on a train that desires nothing more than to deliver you all to me. See, I got to thinking, I need to manufacture motivation beyond programming. I like to make my badniks compete against one another from time to time. It's good for productivity. So I instituted a bounty upon my army of badniks. First to capture your pathetic creatures gets a generous reward. The train wants to deliver us to Eggman for a reward. Most of my robots ask for something simple like my autograph or whatever, but a highly intelligent train, it may ask for something more interesting. Which I like. Reward programs? Are you done blabbering, Doc? You never just win silently, can ya? When you are dragged to my base, you'll regret the day you ever crossed me, Hedgehog. I already do. Get lost. See ya. Always knew how to get under my skin. This is tough. The train has motivation, and being made by Eggman is no doubt powerful. Not to mention we're all separated. What am I supposed to think? The train's purposely had Sonic knocked out so it can deliver us to Eggman? Well, it can't run the microwave itself, so I say you break the switch, the safety switch, and someone just hold it open and spray the train with microwaves and see what happens. This whole time we were all in danger and I went along with it. Sonic was really hurt. The conductor's been captured. Should I have been more assertive earlier? Oh, should have done more. Am I at fault here? Knew Sonic was hurt all along. Hey, I can tell the situation's getting to you. Oh yeah, sorry, I get it. The road's looking tough. It's easy to question the decisions that got you here, but when negative thoughts hit you, let it pass and keep living. I need you here helping me think through this before I do something rash. I'm one of those leap before you think kind of guys. Huh. Yeah, you're right. Moving forward and make things right. Sure. Breathe! We gotta get to the conductor's car before the train arrives at Eggman's base. The doors have been heavily fortified. How do we get through? Believe in yourself. No matter the obstacle, I know you have it what it takes to figure it out. The entire day, Tails and I have been asking ourselves what Sonic would do. So what would you do? What would I do? I'd speed through it head on and rescue my friends by any means necessary. Here, plow into the door. I want a scene of him just smashing into the door and stopping. Nope. Oh, one big wind-up. Sonic spin dash was fast enough to get the door open. Now the road's clear, nothing can stop us. Better hold on to your pants, I think. Don't think we'll be getting another break after this. Ready to go? Give me a second. I need to investigate this window. Oh man, what's wrong? Those are all covered up. Never got to look at any of the pretty views. He was saying the train sites couldn't be beat. I'm so excited. For all we've been through, I'm sure the train company will offer some kind of coupon for another visit on another one of their death trains. Let's just keep doing this, huh? That'd be great. I still don't know where my wallet is. No, I found Vector. Huh. Maybe he's confused napkin for a ticket. For a napkin. Maybe ketchup stains. Sure. Oh, hi, Arm. Are you cleaning this plate? One of those robotic arms are here, too. Yeah, it swiped at me. Let's leave it alone. The train's definitely mad at us. Good call. Gotta get him here before the arm swipes at us again. Ready to go? Yeah, sure. Oh, I should have clicked on this top piece again, see what happened. Maybe we can get the weather. In my last adventure, maxing out my ring count gave me an extra boost of speed. I can grab enough rings, I should be fast enough to burst through the next door too. Ready? Let's do this. Rings, drugs, same thing. $50, barely. So I see Eggman, I'm gonna clobber him. Gotta deal with the train first. Come on, let's go. Ow. Kind of rings. Too slow. There you go, we got one extra coin. Plenty. Plow on through, grab Vector and SBO. Aim for us, of course. Let's keep on moving. He wants to take his prisoner and earn a reward. My reward to get off the stupid train. Let's go. Cool, we're just doing this now? Yep. Throwing shit at us. The next one's gonna be all the zapping things coming down. Sonic. It's about time. I thought you were supposed to be fast, Sonic. Gotta move you two. Ready? It's Boogie. Sure. Ran to Spike 3 times, still gotta keep Rod rolling. Grab Shadow, lock Amy and Tails in the conductor car. Say no more, let's roll. Ow, ow, ow. All the misses. Oops. Too aggressive. Oh, I just realized how much it squishes as it approaches the screen. It squishes a lot. Sonic! Sonic, you're here! Yeah, sure. There's no way to treat the birthday girl. I'm ready to stop this train. Finish this. Sure. We're gonna punch this train until it lets us go. Excellent work trapping these pests. Now hurry to me. I must properly dispose of them to begin my plans for Eggman Land. Probably another death egg. Don't turn us into robots. Don't teleport us to the future. Oh, I haven't done that in a while. Maybe I'll turn you all into robots and give Sage some new toys to play with. Shut it, Eggman. Don't disappoint me, Trey, and hurry up. I will not fail. My wish will be granted. The wish? Oh, you mean the bounty. Don't care what you call it. Just bring me those overgrown mammals. That Eggman. I must get my wish. I will not fail. This is it, everyone. Get ready. Taking this thing down. Maybe figure out what it wants, and also unplug its power source. Possibly understand. We promised to be together our whole lives. How could he just leave me like it was nothing? What do you mean, the conductor? It's retiring. You just have to accept that. My wish will keep us together forever. That's what being friends is all about. Can't force someone to be friends with you. That's messed up. Shut it. Just shut up. We got a depressed trade here. Only friends have left him. Left it? It. The trade. Made it though, Eggman. Eggman, can you hear me? My wish, my wish. Make the conductor never leave me. Let us be friends forever. Kind of friends who would never leave each other. Why would he betray me? Not nearly enough. Good. There's still more coins. Conductor! You promised me. You promised. Let him speak. Unhand him. Train, stop this. When I told you we'd be with forever, I was much younger, man. I'm getting old. I'm tired. Excuses, how dare you abandon me? I'll be lonely, so lonely. Why must you insist loneliness upon me? No, stop. What are you doing? Please don't make me do this. The rescue the conductor, even if we want to stop, we have to rescue the conductor if we ever want to stop this train. Alright, how many rings? What do you need me to do here, game? Oh, are we fighting the train now? We're gonna beat this train to death. Some spikes. Oh, can't make that jump. Surprise, motherfucker. The land's gone. Almost got me there. And we're short rings there. I'm doing so well the first time. Oh, and we landed on those spikes again. Not great. Whoops. Gonna do that 3 more times. We bounced off the back glass. Oh, there's the Finky, or whatever it's called. Flinky. Flicky? Flicky. This is just like the lore card when my ex-best friend left detective work to join Eggman. It really is a bad Nick. Takes rise every moment, huh? Save him. On it. To our full power. Ooh. Light balls. Oh, that's bad timing for that. Oh good, 1 coin to spare. Just be delivered to Eggman already. What about my happiness? Your happiness comes at the expense of others. Last I checked, that's called being selfish. Me, selfish? How dare you? Why is the train so offended at being called selfish? Because it's a train? It's public transit? Public transit does not appreciate being accused of being selfish? Oh, come on, game. How was I supposed to know that was even coming up to swipe over? I guessed that it was coming. Oh, this is the last one, because this perspective's really not good for me. Like, my stomach does not appreciate this. I'm feeling it. Not really seeing how to get substantially more points than I got in the first run? I guess the answer is have the entire level memorized, which is lame. Five coins. Yeah. Why does every game feel like they need to do bad, like, aggressive perspective things? I missed it. We're fucked. $95 3 times. Lovely. If I landed that one, I would have been fine. Fortunately, I'm losing the ability to tell how far over I am without staring at Sonic, which would make it easier to tell where I am, but will make me more sick. And I don't think I'll be able to finish the game if I do too many runs looking at Sonic in this perspective, because of the way the level warps as you approach Sonic. There we go, 105. We're done, right? That's 3 hits? No, 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 no. I'll grab the flicky. Oh, okay. It's over. I have to pay for ruining my birthday. That bird looks stoned. I mean, it's probably methed out to keep running if it's powering a whole train. There you go. Sonic catches Amy. Train is slowing down. Great hit, Amy. It was pretty great, wasn't it? That's what you get when you mess with my special day. Conductor is shocked. I just couldn't bear to see you go. I'm sorry for the trouble. I think our work here is done. Let's get off this thing. Conductor, thank you. Goodbye, my friend. I may be leaving the rails, but I assure you I'll never forget our time together. Well, it's already dead, so, it is what it is. Also, I'm fairly certain we're out of work. Yay, we did it. Well, I'll say I've never been on a train like that before. This universe has a unique way of doing things. Watch your step, watch your step. It's over. Mystery of Sonic the Hedgehog's murder is officially over. Maybe next birthday we ask Vanilla to make dinner. Oh, that's the flying thing. Oh? You know, love parties where the end sometimes tries to by the end someone tries to kill you? I think I'm actually gonna miss this group's unhinged way of thinking. Doctor's wife is a pink dog. Honey, you're late. I've been waiting here for hours. Well, honestly, you never believe what happened. So I won't even try. Well, I'm just glad you're here. Quick, we'll leave for Spagnonia in the morning, and I need you to pack. And I need to pack. I'll pack faster than the wind. I need this vacation, something terrible. Need you home. Happy first day of retirement, dear. And the conductor is more than ready to begin his retirement after this ordeal. Happy for them both. Oh, and who's this? An old friend, I think. Well, they're a cutie, that's for sure. Cheap, cheap, sure. Seems that Flicky found a friend. Great job saving that little guy, SBO. It was the least I could do. Sonic, everyone, I sincerely apologize for the trouble I caused. Don't be. You were following what you thought was the game. Hard to know what I would have done in the same situation. I would have hit someone with a blow dart. Seriously, a dart? It would have been hard to get close to you otherwise, Mr. Speed of Sound. Regardless, I'm sorry. We're cool, and now we're all safe. It was fun. It was a weird idea of fun. Boy, I'm starving. Forgot we never ate. With all this clatter, I completely forgot I was hungry. Me too, I was distracted by playing detective. Only you could have seen me, Sonic. I was finding clues, presenting evidence, poking holes in alibis. Sonic? Wait, where'd he go? Everyone, guess what? The station has a bakery. Look what I brought. Look what I bought. You didn't have a wallet. How did it... I guess you could have done that because you're so fast. Birthday cake, yay. Happy birthday, Amy. You're confident, unshakable, and radiant Amy Rose. To the adventure of a birthday, darling. A memorable party every year. A fun birthday party. A ride from start to finish. May our friendship grow stronger each celebration. I admire your tenacity. May you never lose your vicinity. Happy birthday to Amy and her sparkling personality. Personacity is a word? I'm smart enough. We love you, Amy. Happy birthday, yeah. We almost got murdered by a lonely train, but but I wouldn't trade these adventures for anything. Never in a million years. You guys won't ever leave me, right? You wouldn't dream of it. Oh, and when somebody tries to dip, you can murder them like this train did. Or try to. Let's have some cake. Dig in, everyone. It's chocolate. And we're out of job. Eggman's here with his robot children with shirts that say "Let's go, Dad." Real close. Trains never make it here, is it? Orbot, prepare a bath. Happy rubber duck or the angry one? Angry. Sour choice, your evilness. Shut it. And that's the story of when I met Sonic and his friends, entangled in their lives for a fleeting moment and then back to things as they were. Cities realized Eggman was running the train system and fought back to seize control. Everything's squeaky clean now. As for me, I stuck with the gig, and then practiced my singing. And after that, I managed to fly to space. Yeah, that's just been my life. Sure, there you go. You get 3 choices to decide how your character ends their life, and that's that. Or lives their life, I guess. Presumably they're not dead, and could appear in another Sonic game if SEGA supposedly wanted to, though they have plenty of characters at this point. And everybody wants more Echidna in a cowboy hat. So have I played Starfield? No. I've not started the game that would absorb all my time and be everything I did for a while. Have I ever mentioned that when New Vegas came out, I put 145 hours into New Vegas in, I believe it was 9.5 days, so just under 16 hours a day, without skipping any of my classes or abandoning like I had to shower before I left, so it wasn't like I was rolling stank because I was playing this game. What happened was, instead of eating normal meals, on the way back from class I would just buy a pizza or two and just sit and eat the pizza, and then I would sleep when I passed out, and then I'd wake up when the alarm went off. So, I mean, your Sonic Sona did. I mean, so you played Starfield. Oh, went to space. I see. Fair enough. But there's a reason that I'm not starting Starfield right now. Aside from waiting for it so that I can run at 60 FPS preferably, I also do not wish to go back to the state of, I guess Fallout 4 didn't really have this issue, though I did play an awful lot of the Outer Worlds when that dropped. That's not Bethesda, but it's also Obsidian who made New Vegas. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure if I started Starfield, I would get nothing done. And that would be all I was doing. And since I already have plans for how I stream in September with the September Shorts. This is a short game that I played in a single sitting, which is the idea of September Shorts, every weekday. I missed one, I'll have to catch up or make up for that on a weekend. But otherwise, every weekday, if possible, whenever the plan is for everyone, and if I can't make it, I'll make it up on a weekend, but a game for every weekday. Very similar to what I do in March with March Madness, but those games are often either longer or more numerous, and that's usually the aim for that one's usually every day but Saturday, almost, because it's cold and nothing to do. So September, very similar to that. What could you spoil? It's a Bethesda game. I understand how it works, but the actual story points are whatever. Like, does it really matter if I took a bullet to the head in New Vegas or not? And if I killed Benny in retaliation? or whether we ate house, because that's one of the things you should do in New Vegas is eat house. General, whatever his name is it the general? Or is it the president of the NCR? And eat Caesar. And that gives you the achievement and the perk Meal of Champions. Unlike Fallout 4, which had no great perks for that, you could wander in Fallout 4, you can go find the 27-year-old corpse of the previous general of the Minutemen in the fortress basement, and then eat that 27-year-old corpse, and you get nothing for it. You don't even get sick. It's just like, that's kind of disappointing. You love that you can eat all the faction leaders. Yeah, this is a great thing. They just decided, like, we'll reward you for this. You missed the end. Who done it? Espio slash the trade slash Eggman, because of course Eggman's involved. And the one perk you can get from eating a baby. Wait, was that in New Vegas? You can eat a baby in New Vegas. That's gonna be it for this game, so let's end this recording before it's just me doing shit.